What you got, like peanut M&Ms?
Hmm.
All right, we are
The
recording.
middle, those are the best ones.
Yes.
Welcome back to another episode of Black Film Talk, where we talk about Black films, Black directors, Black people, Black issues, Black actors, and anything blackity black, y'all. Did I cover that, Matt? Blackity black?
I'm holding up a fist. I don't know what you're talking about. I just did that. I held up a fist. I don't know if
Me
Trill gonna.
too.
I'm holding up a fist. Oh crap.
Is this appropriation?
Well,
Like, is
Yeah.
this okay?
And now it's not cool.
Yeah. Sorry.
well, I am very excited for this episode. This is one of two films that sparked the idea of Black Film Talk. We are going to be talking about 1997's Soul Food.
Diabetes. Oh, sorry.
Diabetes nuts.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This movie I think was written and produced by nope, just written and directed by George Tillman Jr., who actually also produced another movie we saw recently, The Hate You Give, which I
Yeah.
just now
Yeah.
found out.
Yeah. That was a yeah. I remember that. Yeah. I just remember. He also did a lot of films like Faster. He also
Yeah, he's done quite a bit of
he did
films.
Notorious. The
Yeah.
Ben Smiles biopic. Yeah, he got around. Also did Barbershop. Well, actually, the whole Barbershop series.
Yeah, he produced that.
That's my favorite one.
So yeah, he is very much part of the Black culture.
Yeah.
This movie was also produced by Tracy Edmonds, and if you don't know who that is, you know who her ex-husband is and one of her ex-lovers. Her ex-husband, Babyface. One of her ex-lovers, Eddie Murphy. This is Tracy Murphy
Yeah.
or Tracy Edmonds. So
Oh, I thought you
shout
were
outs
saying
to her.
that her ex level was.
Deion Sanders.
That's another one, but Eddie Murphy's the more famous name.
I thought you said her ex level was going to be.
I mean, she's. Let's be honest. She had a lot of celebrity.
I thought you were going to have another one, Mac. Mac, I thought you had one more queued up. Come on.
No, I didn't have no one clued up. It's Eddie Murphy,
And
Babyface,
Deion
One more.
Sanders. And
Deion Sanders.
Babyface.
Yeah.
And Babyface. I mean,
Babyface. I mean, yeah, whatever. But Babyface is
but
cool.
anyways, Soul Food is
I mean,
about
who
the
would?
Joseph family headed by Big Mama Josephine Joseph, which do you know it took me to now to realize her name was Josephine Joseph?
I don't
Me
think I
too.
realized that until just now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just knew Mrs. Joseph.
Big Mama Joseph. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Mrs. Joseph, it's Big Mama Joseph.
I first caught her last name when the doctor said it, and they said Mrs. I don't think a doctor's going to go in there and be like, "Listen, Big Mama Joseph ain't doing so good."
Well,
To be for
we'll
real.
get to all of that in a bit. I should also introduce myself. Hi, I'm Mist of DTH and GF1.
Hi.
I'm also here with two of my three co-hosts of this show, Trill and Mac.
Hi.
Howdy, y'all.
Hi.
And we have two special guests who, if you are looking at your screen, are noticeably not black.
They noticeably.
I mean, Scott's Jewish, so it's kind of like the black people of white people.
Hey,
Guys,
yo.
wave to the camera so that everybody can know that you're the white ones.
I'm the Jewish one.
Like, we were going to get that confused.
So yes, this is going to be a very interesting episode, and big this episode because they are renouncing their white privilege to get a black card, and let's see if they'll actually get one today.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Look how far we've come.
as much
We
shit as I
shall
talk on Scott,
overcome.
I'm jealous.
All right, so are we ready to get into the meat of the show?
We're ready to peel somebody nothing, cat black blue.
What he said.
I really feel like you messed up that lie.
I know. I'm really ready. I'm ready to peel somebody's muffin cap black boot blue. Yeah.
Yo, not go away.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna
Just
talk about
edit
the.
you in saying it right.
I know, but you want to go 19?
We're gonna talk about the first time we viewed the movie. I'm gonna go first because this is a movie I grew up with, and yeah, I watched it quite a bit in my childhood. And I mean, this is back when my family was buying anything black, so this was very much a staple in the household, and I became obsessed with it because I get it. I get this film. I get the struggle. But I haven't watched it for quite a while. It came back to it, and now I see it very differently than as a child. So that's my first viewing. Who wants to go next?
I'll go. I watched this in 2002 because I remember watching this on HBO, where I remember I had to secretly watch it because my family will not let me watch R-rated films because my family loved me. But Max sneaked off and watched the film, and I got to see a lot of things. Actually, I really let me be honest here. When I watched it, I felt like I was wondering why this kind of got an R rating. I understood it. It didn't feel like an R-rated film. This felt like a PG-13 film. I think.
Yeah, like they hit R-rated territory,
Yeah,
but it doesn't feel like an R-rated
territory,
movie.
But it really didn't feel like an R-rated film. I felt like this is a PG-13 film. I watched it. I was like, really nothing bad about the film. It's rated PG-13. They didn't show no. I was sitting on thinking rated R. I'm expecting nudity. You know, I was like.
I mean, technically, you do get nudity.
You see some butt.
Some butt.
You see a man butt.
Yeah, but you don't see man butt, but you can see man butt in the PG-13 films these days. Back then.
See,
At
man
that point, you
butt
could
in the
see it
mirror.
on NYPD Blue.
Yeah. I just don't get like it didn't feel like when I watched this, I said this don't feel R-rated. But yeah, I watched it. And
They drop a bunch of F-bombs, so
And they use the N-word, or at least one character used the N-word a little bit.
They do
Too much.
But even in today's time, you know, there's a lot of times there's a limit. They're expanded upon the F word. It just didn't feel like it deserved the R rating. But
yeah, it's pretty mild.
yeah, it's a mild R. It's not a hard R. It's more of a.
It's not a hard R.
It's more of like an A or a UH.
I looked at this as a borderline R film, rated
Or
borderline.
even a W sound.
Huh?
What?
I said borderline rated R. Borderline rated R. I mean, but besides that, I did like the film. I did like the film when I watched it. We were watching it. I liked it. So yeah.
Let's go with, you know what? Let's go with Chris.
I got the strangest sense of deja vu while watching this over the past couple of days. So I think I might have actually seen it before when I was way younger, but I didn't really remember it all. But I don't know. I felt things watching this movie, especially in the kind of high regard that Big Mama is held. Reminded me a lot of the Italian side of my family and how we treated grandma or Nana. And, you know, the big Italian meals that we would have. I was like, okay, you know, obviously there's a different culture going on here, but like the emotions are the same. And, you know, more recently, that kind of, you know, family get together tradition was taken over by my grandma on my dad's side. So that's we wouldn't have like a weekly thing, but it was for all the Jewish holidays, Passover, Hanukkah, all that. We have these big get-togethers with, you know, all kinds of Jewish foods. And I was like, oh man, watching this movie, I'm like, I miss Nana and Grandma. I'll get more into it as we watch this movie. But I'm like, man, most of the people in this family suck.
Oh yes, we will get to that.
Oh yeah, we'll get
Except for like two of them. Outside of the kids, there are like two adults in that family where I'm like, yeah, they got their shit together.
And you know what? I got a hot take on those kids too.
same here.
What did that little girl do to anybody?
She knows
was
what she
there.
did.
She knows what she.
She doesn't say anything in this movie.
Yeah, no, she lies. She does lie.
Does she?
She
Yes,
ruined
has-
her mama's pussy.
She had one line in the beginning where she runs away from Uncle Pete's room and she says, "Mama, Uncle Pete's messing with us, and he didn't do anything to those children."
Oh
That is true.
yeah.
That is true.
Uncle Pete didn't do nothing. Uncle
Well,
Pete
see?
did food.
See,
Little troublemaker.
Oh, line A.
so Scott, you first time you watched this movie.
I saw this in theaters with my family. We went to go see this, and we all loved it. My mom had the soundtrack and would play it a bunch.
We had the
Used to
soundtrack
watch it.
too.
Yeah, I used to watch it on cable when it was on. I love this movie. I have like a real like nostalgia for it. And like Chris, I also like had a similar upbringing with like my family where like we wouldn't have it like every week, but when we did, it would be like that, but with like shittier food.
Or, or,
How about you, Trill? Trill?
ironically, I almost choked on a white cheddar cheese just now.
I'm about to say, you getting emotional, Trill?
And I'm lactose. Anyway, what I'm saying is the first time I saw this movie, probably around the year 2000. Definitely probably saw it on DVD. I didn't realize that until we watched this movie to do the show, how much of like just every reason was a reason to gather as a family. So for my family, it wasn't just like on Sundays, but if any events happened in anybody's life at any time, we were, gathering, having food, and just enjoying each other as a family. Um, yeah, so I think it was about around, I want to say around like 2000, maybe 1999, maybe right when it came on TV. Because I remember I was sitting down watching it with my sister.
Okay, so that's actually interesting. We all actually have this as a childhood memory in some capacity. Even the white guests know of this movie. So for those of you who have never seen this movie, watch it. You might enjoy it. It's actually not a bad movie.
Can we give a synopsis for those of us who've never seen the movie?
But they're gonna
Oh, I
watch
think
it with us right now.
I think I started it and then I got sidetracked. So it's about basically the Joseph family, which consists of Big Mama Joe, her daughters, Terry Maxine, and Bird,
And
and their husbands.
and their husbands and their cousins.
We don't talk about
Oh,
her.
we should just let Riley say it. I mean, Huey. Huey said it better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have to talk about her. She is part of the movie. And we
No, she's not.
don't listen.
Yeah,
No,
she's
I
kind of a
actually-
big
I
part of
actually-
it.
I actually
Look,
like
it-
Faith.
Look,
It, ta-
I
it
do
takes
like the
Faith a
character.
while. It takes Faith a while to be a character. But when she becomes one, she's one of my favorites.
she's trouble, I admit, but
She ain't.
No, we'll get to that because this can also be a character analysis episode because there's a lot of characters thrown at us in less than 2 hours of this movie. And I see them differently now. I see them totally differently as an adult. So,
I agree with
yes.
I agree with what Huey said in Boondocks. Yeah, it's about.
Thank you.
It's about grandma. It's about grandma.
actually, you know what this movie really is about? It's about not
Is it
taking
that?
accountability because none of these people ever took accountability for what they did.
Even Big
I'm
Mama.
telling you, we should just play what Huey said.
Yeah, even Big Mama, exactly. Even Big Mama.
Yeah, every one of them did something wrong and didn't really take accountability for what they
Wait,
did.
can I pose something to the panel?
Yeah.
What if each character was a trope in Black culture all mixed into one family.
It is. That's exactly what it is.
Diabetes, cheating.
So,
Mac opens up diabetes.
but no, like, so we all have that one normally woman in our family at some point in time that feels like they're in charge, right?
Right.
Oh, we have that one person in our family that financially carries, the burden. But sometimes those two people aren't the same person, right? And to think how it is in a relationship, like for Terry, for example, to be pulled from your family to have to be the one to carry the financial burden, to have to be the head of the household while it's just
Well,
so crazy.
okay. That
It's
leads
crazy
that
to
can
think
lead
you
into
want to
my
sell
question
a house
because
when no one could
I
afford
do
the
have a
tax.
question about that.
Like that's, I don't know. Okay. Overall, what I'm really trying to say is that, like, can you really fault somebody for the choices that they made
Well,
when they're being
Trill,
pulled in a
hold on.
thousands
Hold
of
on,
bills?
Trill.
Hang on.
Yeah, I
What?
have a question about that.
Yeah,
So, good segue. So,
I told you my business.
we're actually gonna look at Terry because I do think Terry is quite an interesting character in this
It's a
family.
very interesting character.
I'm
You're kind of fine,
gonna
too.
get some facts
I don't know.
here. Here's some
She's played by Vanessa L. Williams.
we know this, but
I
there is
said she's kind of fine because I've seen a picture of her today.
there's a fact. Halle Berry and Whitney
And
Houston
yes,
were both considered for the role of Terry.
which I
Um,
don't think would have worked.
and also
You lying to yourself. You ever think Halle Berry would that shit?
Vivica actually auditioned for the role of Terry.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Oh, you could have put any one of those women in the role. Stop it. Stop it.
no,
All Hall of Fame.
I don't know
Stop
Halle
it.
Berry or
Glad,
Whitney
glad
Houston.
who got it. Glad she got it. But
No,
to be fair,
Vanessa nailed it. She nailed the role. I don't think
Whitney, it would have been killer.
Whitney.
Whitney,
No,
I think Whitney could have done it. Whitney could have done
I
it.
I think
I
she could have
actually
pulled it
don't.
On
off.
them.
I actually don't think Halle Berry could have been subtle enough to play like the quieter moments.
I think
I feel like Halle
Ha-
Berry was
ha-
too young at that point.
yeah, that too.
I think
Maybe.
Halle Berry could have played Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think she could
Halle Berry would have been. Halle Berry is
No,
good
no,
when she gets to ham
no,
it up, when she gets to be a little more bombastic and loud.
For you saying
no,
something, we are talking about 90s Halle Berry.
no. I don't like Bird, and I like Halle
can
Berry.
I get
No,
control
not
of my
that.
show back? Because I had a question.
Oh, my bad. All of you still talking about women.
Oh my goodness. See, ladies, this is why we can't have good men. All
Yeah,
right, so
we're in New Jersey and Pennsylvania.
that took me a second. Anyway, so the question I have for you guys, literally you guys, is do you think Terry is a villain or a victim? And in addition, do you think her behavior was over the top or justified?
Diabetes is the villain.
Yes, but I mean, do you think she is actually a villain?
No.
Because they
So,
portray her as a villain, sort of.
would you like a vote?
But it's a discussion. Whoever wants to talk about it.
Okay, I don't think. I think she's kind of both a villain and a victim, but she's not a malicious villain.
Which one came first, Chris?
Uh, I'd say her villainous side came first, but not in. I'm going to try to word this right. She was a villain for Miles before she was a villain for the family.
Preach. What you do to Miles, Chris?
What's that?
What she do to Miles? Did she
Uh,
not love Miles? Not encourage him in his dream?
No, she did.
Yeah,
She did encourage him.
She encouraged his ass not to quit his job.
She encouraged him until he pursued his dream.
Right.
And when
Until he took it serious.
until he took it seriously, when he knew he was financially able to take it to that next level, he's like, I don't want to be a fucking lawyer. I want to be an artist.
Yeah,
And
And then what
then,
happened, Chris?
she was like,
Didn't she try to check him about the money in their account? Right?
yeah,
yeah.
yep,
That was crazy. Where she's like counting the amount of
Nasty
money he
work.
has
yeah.
in their account.
As soon as she gave a specific number as to how much of that money was his, I'm like, ooh, she's a bitch.
She's
Um, so
also
I
a
think,
lawyer. Come on, it's in the
yeah,
job
Now
description.
that is true.
wait.
She's not
Let's
his lawyer.
let's put a little jelly on that peanut butter, because she was taking care of Big Mama's house, right? She
Yeah,
had the
of course.
boutique, the hair salon, right?
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah, she
Then
put a lot of money into that family.
right? So when you take on, this is gonna be y'all gonna hate me for this shit in the comments. When you as a woman take on the man's role in a family, it comes with certain consequences and repercussions. Because the one that leads is often the last person that gets appreciated, loved, or talked about. And that is not the place for a woman to be. So when she was in that place, she found herself bucking against everyone else. She was a victim of her own success. Yes, she was successful, but by reminding everybody every goddamn minute what she paid for, she was petty. And no one likes a petty bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say
This is why I wanted you to
she
go
is
first.
yes, she's a victim to her own success, but she was also petty. Like you said, she made sure to rub it in everyone's face
Rub
every
it in
chance
your
she could
motherfucking
that
nose.
that she is the one making money, and
And
she
I'm
kept
paying for
trying,
it.
and
I
she
paid for the
kept
wedding,
yeah
right?
yeah
Come on, you
she
can
kept
put a
trying to
counter up how many times she said that shit.
she
This is why I wanted you to go
now
first, Trill. But go ahead, go ahead.
in her defense, the family did tend to go to her a lot for loans.
Well, she was the
Because she had
ATM,
the money.
automatically carries money.
Yeah.
If
So I
she
mean,
had been like, y'all can't get no money from me, if she had said, okay, first of all, the whole family, all the women do not know how to set proper boundaries in the relationship. No,
oh,
my
100
fast ass
percent.
cousin can't stay with my husband who ain't fucking every night. The fuck is you saying? Set a boundary. No, you can't have my exes at the wedding type shit. No, my ex can't pop up and give me a bracelet. No, you can't go work with the nigga I was fucking before I married you, even though you got out of jail. No one sets proper boundaries on their pussy, and that's why all of them got in trouble.
Hey, we'll talk about Bird later. Um,
Yeah, yes, we will. Yes, we will.
but the end result of this,
Terry, Chris, you can't. Chris, you gonna let me come stay with you and your wife? You and your wife having problems?
no, fuck no.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But
Fuck no.
but here's a here's my hot little take. People might say that maybe Faith is a home wrecker. I say you can't wreck a home when the door was left open. And you know who opened that door? It wasn't fucking Miles. Terry opened that door.
He did. She did. You can't not believe in a man's dreams and then have a that has the same artistic and entrepreneurship goals and be
Yeah,
younger than
yeah,
you, finer than you, and in his face. Come on, now.
yeah.
Guys, the same, man.
Honestly, Miles and Terry, better synergy, better chemistry.
Way better chemistry.
Yeah, Faith and Miles. I don't know what I said.
Okay, now that y'all delivered, I'm gonna give you my take. I think she was a victim of her own circumstance.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me explain this. Everything she does is because of what she done. When she's putting the stuff on her and she's doing it, whatever she does, it literally comes back to her. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what's going on. She's not a villain. It's just a victim of circumstance. Like I said, when she invited her cousin into her, she became the victim of the circumstance. Not
To
the
be
villain.
fair, she didn't really invite Faith. She
didn't
was just
invite
there.
Faith, but
Faith was kind of like forced on her after Big Mama ended up in the coma.
yeah, which, like I said, victim of circumstance.
She could have stayed her ass at Big Mama's house.
That is true.
Which that I had a big question about that one because I understand Max's perspective on that one. What was Burr's perspective? How come she didn't get a line about how she felt about it?
I'll be honest. I'm gonna say it right here.
Because I really feel like Faith would have actually been okay with Burr and Lim because I don't think Lim would have crossed that line. No matter what Faith
Yeah.
did, I do not think he would have crossed that line with her.
Maybe. I don't know. You saw what he was doing on the dance floor at the wedding?
He was drunk. As long as he's not drunk,
Yeah.
he's good.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that is
boy
the
was
one and
drunk.
only time.
Miles
That's
was
the
drunk.
one and only time we see him do that. After that, he is totally straight and narrow.
Miles was drunk when he
I
got
personally think Faith
pulled up on.
is the female version of David Banner.
Miles went upstairs, remember? To play the piano. She came in the room.
Trill, you don't understand what I mean by Faith is the female version of David Banner. I got to give you that. You got to understand what I mean. She's the female version of David Banner. She literally sits. She sings a song every time she sees a man that she sees a jet to, and she sings "I touch yo bitch." Exactly what she do every time. She taking somebody's man.
But we don't. Are we talking about Faith? That only happens once in the movie.
We only see that, yeah, the one
No,
time.
how do we get from Terry to Faith?
Okay, we're
Terry.
Terry. My bad. My bad. I'm just saying that's the way I feel. She's the female David Banner. Anyway, continue on what you're saying.
You were the one saying that. You were talking about how Terry was a victim.
Oh, sorry. Terry is a victim of her own circumstance. What I mean by that is everything she does is literally comes back to her. So she becomes a victim of what she does. That's what happens. Even though Faith was invited to her, she could have at least said, "Nah, I don't want that." She had a choice, but she chose not. She chose. That was her choice. Circumstance. That was her choice. She chose to do that. So, like I said, it's a victim of.
Well, you could also see it from her perspective where like both times that she was cheated on with members of her family, the family member was kind of like forced on her, you could say.
Yeah.
Where like she
When
was
was the
supposed
first
to take
time?
Maxine on a date.
Max, her
She had
sister.
to, yeah, she like that was a rule that Big Mama had where she had to take Maxine out on
Throw
a
that
date.
shit away. Throw that whole flashback shit away.
Why?
Throw it away. Throw it away.
Look,
But we can't throw it away because Terry brings it up
That
again.
boy's line from the beginning.
Is still upset about that. You could literally look at her.
Yes,
and
of
see
course. She's still. But why not set boundaries now? You know you ain't fucking your husband. You know you ain't fucking his ass. You know you ain't.
That's true. Once again, it goes back to what I said. Victim of her own circumstance. She does stuff.
That's her not setting proper boundaries.
I'm not
That's
saying
not-
that
that's
that's
her not
like the
using her
correct
autonomy.
perspective. I'm just saying like from her perspective, that's like what she's maybe seeing.
Oh,
Like,
no, I see what you're
I'm not
saying.
necessarily saying that's the
Yeah,
correct
you ain't
one.
agreeing with
In
what you're
all
saying.
honesty, I gotta say it right here. Even though Faith does come on to Faith comes on to him. I mean, let's be honest. Terry was pushing him away. Terry
Yes.
was pushing
Before the
She
movie.
was
100%.
inadvertently pushing him away.
Not inadvertently. Terry needs to learn accountability.
She was kind of deliberately antagonistic towards him.
She was, but I'm saying I don't think her goal was for him to stray that far.
Yeah, it wasn't. Her goal wasn't, hey, go fuck my cousin. That wasn't her goal. Her goal was like, look, I got stuff to do. But she kept telling her, look, I got a concert tonight. I would love to see you. Like, he wanted
Yeah.
her there. I really believe he loved her.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. He 100% did.
He loved her. He loved Terry. It's just Terry just was in her feelings. Once
Too
she-
You know,
busy being the head
You
of
know what
family.
ended up happening? He had a heart to heart with Faith, and she looked at him the way he wanted his wife to.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Absolutely.
exactly.
And she did everything that Terry did.
Yeah, it was a moment of passion, just like we did.
She-
Just like when we talked about the thin line, moment of one night of passion get you a heart, which is a lifetime of pain. And that's exactly what happened. Yeah, see, go full circle. Ha ha!
All right. Now you kind of chimed in occasionally, but what about you, Scott?
As far as like Terry goes, do I think she's
Yeah,
a villain?
villain or victim, and was her behavior justified or over the top?
I think it was over the top a lot of the time. I I, I don't think she's a villain. I kind of agree with what everybody else has been saying. She is a victim of, the circumstances she's in where she has to be like she's the bank of the family. So that is creating like tension and like bad feelings. She also does still have, especially towards Maxine, these like deep personal, like this like anger towards her. So like she often acts antagonistically. And with Miles, like that's her second marriage. They don't really even get into that in the movie at all. They just mention it like very briefly.
Oh
So
yeah,
like
it's like really early in the movie they mentioned
Hmm.
he's husband number two.
yeah,
Yep. What worry about your husband? You working on the second one.
Which
yeah,
Keep him on the
that's a
safe.
dirty thing to say. Coming from
That
your
is
mama,
that's
that is a
fucking
stank
mean.
thing to say.
it is. But it also like shades that whole relationship differently because like the fact that she's still got her
That's
guards
not
up
his
this
first
much.
choice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a second choice and she's like pushing him away. There's a lot going on with her character, but I don't think she's a flat out villain.
Yeah, like I
No.
said, like I said, even her husband, I would say, even though he does play roles where he actually acts as a villain, when I watched him, I was like,
This is like one of the few times he doesn't act like a dick.
yeah, yeah. This is when
Uh,
I looked at him and was like, he's not, because everybody, I just want to put this out there. I don't think he he wrong for what he did. 100% yes, but at the same token, I want to put this out here. You cannot blame him. Both both sides are wrong. Terry is wrong and he is wrong. Terry pushed him away. Thus, he was lonely. And in that moment of passion, he fucked up. So, like I said, both sides are wrong. Now, did it need to end in divorce? I mean, maybe, yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Man,
that marriage was
Yeah.
heading towards divorce anyway.
if
Yeah.
your wife
Yeah,
fucks your cousin, you leaving her ass. What is you saying?
yeah, I agree. It
I
should,
mean,
but
the
okay.
family forgave Kenny
Here's the thing.
ultimately.
If it,
He did the same thing basically.
yeah, but
Yeah, but you can argue
No,
there
it was
was no
kids.
legally binding contract with Kenny until after that happened.
It was
Yeah,
kids.
let's not forget that Kenny and Max's relationship throughout the whole movie is pretty fucking healthy.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're a good
Wow.
So
relationship.
honestly, he made the right choice.
Yeah. Personally, like I
And
said,
Troll's right, they were kids.
personally, I'll say another thing. I'll say this: if I agree with y'all, if it wasn't Faith, maybe the divorce
It would have been someone else.
It would have been somebody else.
It would have been someone else. It just happened to be Faith. It just that's the reason I feel like it was going to be a divorce. But if it was someone else, maybe y'all can hash it out a little bit. But because it's Faith, nah, it ain't gonna work. Because that's your own cousin. That's your
Like,
cousin.
the thing about Faith is, I don't think she's evil, but she was a necessary evil for them.
She didn't have. She was. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to get.
She's one of my favorite characters in the movie once she gets to be a character.
Here's the thing. I've been reading. I did a Bible study, and I've been reading about a Bible character. I wonder if Scott's gonna catch in on this. But David was tempted by a person named Bathsheba. That's what reminds me of what Faith was doing to her husband. She was just like doing everything she could to get that man in bed. I'm
No,
sorry.
I don't
I
agree.
hard disagree.
Huh?
I don't think she was trying to get him at all until he called her out on her own bullshit.
That
Yeah.
Then she noticed him.
but like the dancing and him playing the piano, I'm like,
She's a dancer.
I get it.
Yeah, she
This help me. You want to disagree or agree? I need to hear your side. Of this.
Okay. So, first of all, because I didn't really put my 2 cents in on Terry's
Sorry.
Terry. Okay, so when I was a kid, I thought Terry was a villain because I had to live with somebody that was very much like Terry.
Right.
Looking at her as an adult, she is a victim of her circumstances, because something you guys didn't really mention too hard about is, remember, a lot of her circumstances, and she does casually mention this, is because of Big Mama. Big Mama and Daddy, as she says, put a lot of pressure on her to be the responsible one. So when you drill that into a child's head, they have no real other way of thinking about life other than, I'm the oldest, I have to be responsible, I have to take care of everything. And when she had her outburst in the hospital, did you notice she sounded very much like a child? Like, I went to college, I got a degree, it's me, me, me. Did you notice the switch in that instance, that she kind of reverted to being a baby almost, throwing a tantrum?
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
versus Max, who always kind of sounded relatively mature. She kind of had a nanny nanny boo boo moment too, but for the most part, she sounded genuinely like the older sibling, and they said she was the strongest. So you have one kid who's the responsible one, and you have the other kid who's the strongest. You know, and they kept drilling that ideology into both kids. Yeah, that's going to cause a clash. That's going to cause a warped sense of who you think you should be. And so that makes her a victim of her circumstances, simply because she had really no other way of thinking about her own existence. And that's all because of what Big Mama and their father drilled into her brain constantly, all the way into adulthood. I mean, look at how Big Mama treated her versus Max. And, Max would sit there and say, oh, she started it. Well, if you're an adult, why did you have to say that? Why did you have to say, Mama, she started it? You're an adult. Let it go. Why do you have to be right? When Terry didn't do that at all. She never once said, I'm the right one. Well, outside the hospital thing. But in that one scene, she said she didn't say that she was right. But anyways, a lot of Terry's actions have to do with this sense of responsibility. And at no point did she really do anything for herself. Did you notice that as well? She never really did anything for herself. It was always in the best interest of the family.
Well, goddamn, justice for Terry.
And those were like those subtleties that I noticed now versus a kid, because I just saw her as a villain. Because it's like, you can't help your family out. Why is it a big deal? The fact that your boyfriend left you is your fault. Like, I thought that as a kid, and now as an adult, it's like, no, it's not her fault. Now, the thing with her and Miles, 100% her fault. And that's where she becomes a villain. Because
that's not very feminist of you, Mist.
I never said I was. I never said I was a feminist.
It's kind of weird that they even have a joint bank account, this being the second marriage and they're both lawyers.
Yeah, it seems like Terry wouldn't be the joint bank account type.
No. She would have all of her, she would have her exit plan already strategized.
Well, also the fact that she knew their account down to the penny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know way too much detail about this joint account. Why don't you just have a separate one? But yeah, anything that involves Faith and Miles, and to some extent Maxine, she was a total villain. She secretly wanted to see some type of downfall. Maybe not their complete downfall, but some kind of I knew you weren't good moment.
Yeah, I think she wanted to somehow have the moral high ground on one of them.
Yeah, because notice she didn't treat Bird like that. She never once treated Bird badly. she might have pointed out, "Hey, you owe me some money," but she never treated her badly.
Yeah, she was a lot different to Bird. She damn near had a man killed for Bird.
Yeah.
Right.
What, Cousin Blimp, right?
Yes, cousin Blimp.
Yeah. Best character in the movie.
So, to the second part of that question, I do think many times her behavior was over the top, but it's also equally justified when you think of it in the sense that she really has no sense of self.
Yeah, you don't really know anything about her outside of the fact that she is a lawyer and she has all the money. Like she runs the money for the family.
Yeah, and all of that goes back to that one line where she said, "Mama and Daddy had my head in the books." That's all she ever did.
Mhm.
All she ever did was try to appease her parents.
Well, maybe I'm gonna end up being the Terry in my family. Who am I kidding? I'm I'm a fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't make me find some shorts about how many times you have been the faith.
Yeah.
I'm not the Terry in my family. I already know
You gotta go nail my cousin's fiance now.
Now,
Hey,
Mac, you
we're
asked
both
me a
artists.
question.
Yeah. So my question is, so my thing is, I felt like Faith was a person that was. It didn't. How can I put it? It didn't
Keep my
seem.
wife's name out your fucking mouth.
No,
So you want to marry Faith?
I would.
my thing is Faith a person that it seems like she was a person that was it didn't seem like it, but she could have not done it.
What are you trying to
I
say?
feel like she was propping herself towards her husband, towards Faith's husband, in a
You
way.
mean Terry's
Yeah,
husband?
Terry's, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
still
so.
disagree with that. I think I think it's mentioned a couple of times in the movie, especially when Miles calls her out, that she is constantly running away from her own feelings. Um, and I think that's kind of what propelled her to be like, all right, I'm not going to run away. I'm going to pursue this. And he just happened to be the guy there
Hmm.
Okay. All right.
who,
And also, she
who,
was inebriated.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, oh yeah, she was a little inebriated. Also, this was another creative, someone that she had some common ground with, some form of solidarity. She
Hmm.
wasn't accepted by most of her family because she was apparently a fuck up when she was younger and kept running away from her problems. And here's this other guy, here's this guy who, another creative, who's in a fucked up relationship right now. He's unhappy and just wants a break. I think just the stars aligned for them in that moment. I don't think she was trying to make that happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think like she set out to like ruin the relationship. I think it just sort of
In that
happened.
moment, though, even
She
though
walks up the stairs after the man is playing the piano, puts his head in her titties. What the fuck movie did y'all watch?
He puts his own head in her
thank you,
titties.
Trill. Thank you. Thank you.
Why did you come upstairs?
But we're not talking about like the act specifically. Like
yeah,
obviously we
it's
know
not.
they cheated,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
like it's
It
like
wasn't.
it's a
It wasn't
motivation
that.
question that
Yeah,
we're
it
talking
wasn't
about.
the moment they did it. Yeah,
Yeah,
duh. Of course you had to do it then.
of course. Like we saw that
Yeah,
they
I
no, no,
feel
no,
like
no,
she
no,
was
no.
cheated.
plotting. She
No,
show
she
up to the
wasn't
show. She
plotting.
plotting.
But like
Oh, oh,
we're
oh, can you
arguing whether
save
she
me and
was
play the
going out
piano?
of her way to ruin Terry's marriage or if it was like a heat of the moment thing,
Yeah, but
which I think
Yeah,
are
I think
different.
that bitch is messy.
I get it.
I
Oh,
think she's definitely
definitely.
messy, but I don't think
That
she's
bitch
like
is
I don't think she
messy.
showed the house being like I'm gonna
Here's,
somebody's marriage.
here's the
I
thing.
think she
Okay,
showed
okay,
up
I feel
trying to
you.
take advantage of Big Mama, like Terry said,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then Big Mama got sick, and then she got stuck there for a while. She started looking for jobs, and then like like the circumstances just were perfect for her to like
Again, the
fuck up a
stars
marriage.
aligned that it
Yeah,
just so happened.
but it wasn't
Yeah,
like she
it was.
set out for this
Yeah,
from the beginning. Like Max like saying she's like some siren from like Greek mythology.
Okay,
Thank you.
I thought
I
I
think
was the
she's
whitest
just
one
like
here.
she's a fuck up.
Okay,
She is a
hold on.
fuck up.
Let's take a step back on that for a second.
I
Let's
can
say,
fix
because
her.
keep in mind, Ahmad is the one who actually says that Faith is the screw up of the family. He's the one who put that out there. Let's say he didn't say that and Faith showed up. Would you think the same way?
No, because I think Ahmad narrating that was what was supposed to plant the seed.
Well, Terry also
Exactly.
lays out a couple of like the shitty things that she had done in the past, and Faith is like,
Yeah,
I've changed, but like you know,
and as a viewer, we don't see her do any of those things other than fuck Miles.
Can I ask a question?
Good.
When Ahmad is when we see him as a character, is that the same age he is when he narrated?
Yes.
well, he's because like at the end he's like, and it's been a couple of months since all that went down, so he's a
Right.
little bit older.
A little bit of,
A
right.
little bit, but he's
So
still,
He's
it's not
still
like
in
a
that age
year
range.
passed,
Yeah,
really. It's
yeah.
just, he's
would
the
we
same
say
age.
he's younger than 16?
I think he's
Yeah,
supposed to
they
be
say he's
11.
11.
Okay, 11.
Yeah, because they're
So,
celebrating the 11th anniversary party.
right.
Which, yeah, let's do the math on that one.
All I'm
Uh,
saying is, my point I'm trying to get at, my perspective of adults and grown people's business at 11 was from ear hustling stuff I learned on the
Mm-hmm.
TV and shit I didn't need to know. So if we're saying from an 11-year-old's perspective that this person is bad, they're bad because they had trouble with the law and trouble with whatever else, right? But if Amon had narrated each sister in the same fashion with what they had done wrong first, and then you've seen them, instead of you learning their faults as you got to know their character, I do believe what Scott and Mist and Christian, what you're alluding to be factually have to be correct. That because of how we're introduced to somebody, that often can dictate how we spin our first chunk. And as Chris said earlier, we really didn't get a chance for Faye to be a character until she showed up at uh at him playing the music. Until then, she wasn't really a character. She was
yeah, she
just
was just kind of like a background extra almost.
Yeah, she's
exactly
like
like
a
the black sheep of
babysitter.
the family, but you didn't really. She was a plot device,
Mhm.
essentially.
And also, we have to throw in the fact that this is the Joseph family, not Faith, but the Joseph family are religious. So anything outside of that religion is seen as bad. So Faith really might not have been that bad, but when you throw the strong religious angle at it, yes, she is terrible. She's a Jezebel.
Yes,
But
that's
we
a
don't
great point.
see that. We do not see that until she sleeps with Miles, to which that unfortunately was circumstantial.
Well, we know that she's, or at least Ahmad says that she was a stripper,
Again,
and that
we don't see
she
it
was in
though.
music videos. We don't see it. That's true.
That's
Yeah,
the problem. Ahmad, as adorable as he is an unreliable narrator.
I needed his fucking haircut. The whole damn
Oh,
movie.
his haircut was all jacked
You know,
up.
his haircut was
Yeah.
fire.
Oh my
And
god,
that
that fade
Jack
was
from
terrible.
Power
Man,
Rangers
what
line.
his hairline? His hairline? What was his hairline? I don't even know,
He
man.
was
No,
always hanging
it
out in
was.
the fucking
It was
salon
the
too.
fade.
you know what? I think Ahmad is the true villain of this film because he took his family's most trying period and turned it into a fucking movie. Narrated by him.
Good point.
Well, since we were talking about Terry,
The
Max,
money
and
the,
Kitty,
the money in that TV wasn't enough. He needed movie money.
okay, so we mentioned this before about Terry, Max, and Kenny. So let's go back to that flashback. as it's presented to us, because again, we have to go of what we visually see what happened. Okay, you guys got that scene in your head?
Yes.
All right.
At a skating rink, to be clear.
Jerry
Yes.
Curl.
Yes.
I see
Yes.
it.
Okay, so question is, who do you think really started the feud?
Kenny.
Kenny.
Chris,
Yeah,
I love you. I love you guys.
I really truly don't think Max intentionally tripped her own ass to be saved by him or to flirt with him. I think he was already checking her out before she fell.
Yes.
Okay, I have a side question for you guys because you are men. Please, for the whole world to hear, explain Kenny's mindset.
Kenny was looking
Horny.
Kenny was looking at Max
Kenny
the whole
horny.
fucking time.
Kenny was looking at that ass.
He was looking at that ass the whole
She
time.
was skating around. His head was turning. He was holding her hand and head turning over with.
She showed up. His eye. He was when us as men, especially with black men, when we're looking at you, when we're licking our lips and looking at that ass, we know exactly what we're looking at. He did not.
His neck was
That's not-
turned.
that's
Boy,
not
he was
exclusive
an
to black
ostrich
men.
out that motherfucker
Look,
watching her
was
whip around that bitch.
And especially as a white man,
So
when
as
Max's
soon as she
fine
fell,
ass is
he
skating
hopped.
around.
Look, there's a difference between helping somebody up and how he helped her up. He sees the opportunity because the woman he with wasn't on the same energy he was. He just seen what she was on. She was flying around, skating good. His girl could barely even skate. Like, come on.
My guess.
Get up! I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, you okay? Sitting there dusting her off. We knew what he was doing.
And then immediately ignored Terry when the same thing happened to her.
He was looking dead at her and said, "What?"
Yeah, see, what I think, what my assumption is that he probably met Terry, probably liked her, and then he met Max while dating her,
Yeah.
and was like, "Oh, this chick is way hotter, way more my speed." I mean, granted, we have to go with the scene as presented,
Yes.
so there is a lot of speculation coming out now. They probably got along better, all that shit. Like,
I mean,
because
he was
we
kind of forced
see
to
them.
date her too because of Big Mama's rule.
Yeah, basically, yeah, he was basically forced to date them both, and we can see, just kind of using context clues, looking at their marriage in the present day of the movie. They have a really good marriage. Like, they probably had that instant chemistry that started when he was checking that ass out on the rink. Because I was checking it out too. I understand. Me and Kenny were on the same wavelength.
I am so glad you guys say Kenny because for a few years, I have had this ongoing argument with my female friends because they swore up and down it was Max. I'm like, no, look at Kenny. Stare at Kenny and look at his actions.
He's loving
No,
it when
that-
they're fighting each other. Like
That's
he's like
because-
smiling on the street.
He was chuckling. He enjoyed that.
Mhm.
Look, we enjoy that. When black men with two females fighting over you, we just sit there and just like, hey, you fight. Oh my god, just get the popcorn.
Nah, if Kenny was my age, they would have been fighting.
Trill said, not only would I have had Terry and Max, I would have gone after Bird too.
I had Bird too. I had Big Mama's house jumping in that motherfucker. Fuck with me.
Don't get me wrong,
Fuck that.
Vanessa Williams is a good looking woman.
I'm drinking out the milk
That
part.
whole family is so hot, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're a fucking
It is
hot
crazy.
family.
Fox in the prom. Shit.
Okay, so let me ask another question.
Fucking Big Mama,
Which-
hell yeah.
Hey, yo, I knew you
Which,
were.
which family member would be essentially your speed? And I mean, from Big Mama to Faith and all in between. Which family member? Because I know you, Mac. I think I know your answer. So that's why I
Wow.
included Big Mama on this one.
No, it's not Big Mama, sadly.
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 You know, she cooked food. She cooked the best food. I can't eat that shit no more. Damn it.
Mac, you would end up with Terry, someone who just puts you down and bitches you out all the
For real,
time.
dude.
Exactly.
You want to know something? And you want to know something? You're
You'd be
exactly
happy.
right. I would go with Terry.
You'd hold on to her.
No, I would want no. Terry is some other person that I feel like I would be more attracted to her. Not saying that I would be attracted to the other. Cause Bird seems like she's too fast a little bit, fast and loose.
Bird like light skinned dudes.
Bird
But
do like light skinned dudes, but she too fast. Oh,
I don't care what she
Nice.
on now.
Really, Trill?
I seen it. I seen it.
Tweet,
Like an
bro.
old spot.
Who's literally blacker than daggone.
Yes, I understand what you're saying. Mac, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
I hear what you're saying.
yeah.
But you seen how that light skinned devil pulled up at the stove.
Okay, Trill, put a pin in that because I have a question about that too.
That joker got on my
Lady
nerves
in
anyway.
light.
We'll talk about him later. But anyway, I feel like Terry is more my seat. I feel like Max is more so. I feel like it would be fun, but I feel like it would be more like a fling. I feel like Terry,
It'd be stable.
huh?
It'd be stable.
No, it feel like here's my thing. It'd be safe. It's too safe. I feel like with Terry, it feels like it's more an adventure, and it'll be fun. And also, I feel like it'll be tamed. I feel like I would be like the person I just tame. Like I could just having just the subtle, just having that. I think for me, it's more of the me.
You want to be whipped.
No. I'm more of a. I like the person that is hard to get. You know what I'm saying? It's more hard to understand, more hard to get to understand them because I get to know them more than anything. And I feel like with Terry, I feel like I will get to learn more about Terry and more about what she does, more about her needs, and it just feels like something that I would be like, I could dig it. I could literally see myself married to Terry, and us getting along because I'd be like, hey, you want to be a lawyer? Cool. I mean, yeah, I can do that.
I don't think you would have a choice in that matter. I think if she said, I'm going to be a lawyer, you cannot object.
Oh no, she can be the lawyer. I don't give a fuck. I'm just letting her know, and this is where the.
But here's the other side of that coin back. You would have to be a lawyer too.
Fuck that. This is where the taming comes in. I tell her no, bitch.
I don't think that's how she works.
I don't
though.
think that would work with her.
All right.
Yeah, you'd be her third husband.
Oh, I'll be the third.
You'll be her third husband and third ex-husband.
Yeah.
The third and last husband, because I literally will tell her, hey, look, I'm not gonna be a lawyer. Let's just.
How'd that work out for Miles?
Don't worry, it's gonna work out. Look, the difference between me and Miles is I'm not gonna cheat on her. I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do.
That I don't think that really was the problem. That was just the
So you're just going to
last
be in an
straw.
unhappy marriage.
Oh yeah.
That was a very enthusiastic. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we got one vote for Terry. Chris, who was your speed?
Faith, 100%.
All right.
Of course, you
Why?
town.
What's that?
Why?
Why? Because she's a creative. She is pursuing her creative endeavors. Does she have a rough past? Yes. But I think overall, she has moved on from some of it. Still has some work to do, but no one's perfect. I'm not perfect either. I think we would fuck like jackrabbits. I don't think I would give her time to fuck another guy.
All right, Trill, how about you?
And she would show up to all my shows, and I would show up to all hers.
Okay.
Trill?
And she's hot.
He's processing.
She was also in Showgirls.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah, she was Molly.
I know why
Mhm.
and I know why you picked a particular film. I have a feeling why you picked that film.
okay, so Chris, I feel you on Faye, but I feel like Faye's the girlfriend. Bird's the ex-wife. She can't decide what she want to do with her life. She can't got no money. She doing too much, but somehow not doing enough. She reminds me too much of my ex-wife. And Terry would be the one you would keep because I know for a fact that women who are powerful on the outside or have a very very huge need to be dominated, and
They need
well,
that Kitty Tames.
That's
you know,
exactly right. What I'm talking about. Yeah.
it's an excellent over there for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, so that's two for Terry, one for Faith. Scott.
I mean, I want to say Max, but for a lot of the same reasons as Chris, I'm leaning towards Faith.
Oh my God.
Y'all going for the Tams. Okay, okay, okay. Go, go, go.
Yo, faith
Ah.
supremacy.
So Fate has had a big ass head. Your head was big. Maybe it was
She's
just
gonna
bad.
be too. She's gonna be too busy pumping out my kids to go find another man.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, you do that. Me too.
So does anybody want to ask me a question since I'm on the male side on this one?
Yeah, I guess.
Which daughter would you?
Yeah.
Which
No.
daughter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
who's your speed, Miss? Tell us. Who is your speed? I'm gonna tell you if it's who I think it is after you say it.
Who would be my speed of the women?
Oh, I thought you were going to go with the men. Oh shit, I don't
Well,
know the women.
well, Scott said women, but I'll answer your question too. With the women, at one point I probably would have gone with Max because of the stability, and she seems like, well, that seems like she is a ride or die. Like she clearly shows she's a ride or die. I can't go with Terry because I'm a creative. It would not work. She makes that very clear that our paths would never cross. So it's down to Bird and Fate, honestly. I think I'm with Fate because Bird, I think we would work, but then she would do something that would piss me off because she does a lot of stupid actions that she didn't need to take.
Like agree to go on a date with her ex.
So she says. But
Okay. Wow.
yeah, I think I would go with Faith with the women. With the guys, and I'm assuming we're going with Kenny, Miles, Lim, and
Well, yeah,
Lightskin?
just any of the guys. Light skin is Simuel.
Yes.
Don't forget Reverend.
Why we keep calling her light skin, bro? I can call him
Because he was dang near white. He was so light skinned,
You
but
know,
I
Don't forget
I
Uncle
his,
Pete.
Yeah.
And the Reverend.
And the Reverend. Yeah.
Hey, he had the most money, huh?
Yeah, he did.
There's just something so wrong about the Reverend. I couldn't go there.
And
The
the
Reverend
members
is a
of
fucking
Milestone.
scumbag.
Don't forget about Miles' band members.
You know what? Hold on. I feel like
No, they aren't named.
One of them is babyface, even though they don't say that.
I would say David Allen Greer would have played the better, would have been a great cast as the pastor, but he would have been too on the nose.
Also, I
What,
think he
David
would have
Allen
been.
Greer, an old man?
I think he
makeup?
would have been over the top for that movie.
Yeah, it would have.
But I
Um,
would have loved it.
you know what? I would go with Lim because
Hold it.
Called it. Same.
I knew it.
I love Mekhi Phifer. All right, like out of all of them, I'm the most attracted to him, regardless. But with Lim, I like the fact that he does try. Like he doesn't really. I guess Faith is like this too. He doesn't let his circumstances get him down. The only thing that got him down was society. I know Bird didn't like hearing that, but it is kind of a fact what he said.
Like, yeah,
So-
he got time for a crime, right? But because
Yes.
the crime was like robbery or like in a certain category of crimes, he can't find a job doing 99% of what most people do. So he's like stuck, right? In a time when they didn't have like Indeed or LinkedIn or Facebook Marketplace type shit.
Right. I think
Yeah, so
beyond fucked.
at no point did they ever show Lem not trying to
Trying.
rise above his
Yeah.
circumstances.
yeah, no, Lem, I think out of any, if there's any character that you could call a victim in that movie, it's Lem.
Now, did he
Yeah.
let his ego get the best of him 2 or 3 good times?
Yeah, male
Yeah.
pride does
He
get the
does.
best of him.
Yeah, it do.
But
He ain't had to bust
come on.
light skinned head like that.
But you know, let's
But
think
he
about it
light-skinned
as
head was-
well. Lights, Samuel.
What was that? No. Say it. Go ahead, say it.
All right, well, light skin had it coming. Samuel antagonized him. Samuel brought that on. He did that on purpose to make that happen.
We're talking about her ex-boyfriend, right?
Yes.
Yes.
The only light skin that was in the movie.
Dude.
Fuck that. Sorry. Oh boy. You know, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, I think he's too late for you to call him that.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck that nigga. Sorry, I had to say it. I said it. I said what I fucking said. I couldn't.
All right, okay.
Just fucking
So
shit up the whole movie,
the kind of
though.
stuff that
You
never
could've-
happens on Film Talk.
since we're on this, I have 2 questions. Well, 3 questions. Okay, so next question. Which family member did the worst stuff and which character did the worst stuff?
Okay.
Terry called out a hit on Lem,
Yeah, I was gonna say Terry.
and then got him arrested, basically.
You know, if we're going worst family member, it is.
Then she did have a knife.
She also went after Miles and Faith with a knife.
Yeah, it's
She's got a
not
violent
Terry.
streak.
In my eyes, Terry is the one who did the worst thing for the family, worst thing family wise. But yeah, the ex-boyfriend is the worst character, by far.
Okay.
Who?
Samuel.
I agree, light skin was the worst character.
Whatever that nigga name is,
Mhm.
it was his fault. It was him.
Yeah, you know, I did want to say Terry, but now because Samuel's barely in it, but every time he's in that movie, he is doing some fucking villainous shit.
Yeah, he's like
Big shit,
mustache
dude.
twirling the whole time.
Here's the
He's a
thing,
piece of
the
shit.
First time we see this man on film, he is going up to Bird and
He's
paying
like
some money
sliding a $20 bill or whatever the fuck.
in her breasts, and I'm sitting there like,
I have to ask this question to the family. How did he get in?
I would have whooped his
Bruh,
ass.
we would have made lunch meat from that nigga before he hit the dance floor. What is y'all talking
Right,
about?
how-
bro?
Yeah.
How did
stopped
he? How
his
did
ass.
he and Liv's ex-stripper booty hoochie coochie mama? How did those
No.
2 get into the reception?
I'm still
Talking about full
wondering-
Nelson. You
I'm still wondering how
Fuck
this
out.
dude didn't get his ass whooped in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure this shit
You know,
out.
I'm calling plot hole.
No, I gotta tell you this. Like, the family has eyes. So all they gotta do is, the family got eyes. They know that he went up there and put $20 into.
Oh yeah, Max,
Okay.
Max and Terry. You hear them say something,
Say something,
in the
right?
background.
So I'm sitting
Right.
there thinking, if she seen it, the family seen it. So
Now, can I say something?
Well,
Go ahead. Well, I'll get it. I just want to finish my statement.
Go ahead.
I see that. The family see that. If that's my cousin, and I know that your traveling ass came in there and did that to my cousin, you are not walking out of that reception without getting an ass whooped. Belt their ass is coming to you. It's getting an ass whooping. You are getting jumped outside of that stadium. Everybody's jumping your ass because you just disrespected my cousin and you just disrespected my in-law. So I'm kicking
You're also disrespecting the sanctity of
Hold
the
on, hold on,
family.
hold on. It's because of the family dynamic. Remember, the family is led by Terry. Terry is a petty, vindictive woman, right? Terry's first comment is she liked the light-skinned dude because he got the cheddar. He got the cheese. He got his shit together, right? Hold on a second, Mac. Let me cook a little bit. Let me cook. Broke dude ain't got no money. An ex-felon just got out of jail, married your sister, right? How high on the totem pole is protecting that sanctimony, really, if you also the person that paid for it? This is why she cannot be the person that leads the family, truthfully, because she cannot put her pettiness aside to do what is in the best interest of maintaining family stability. If Terry named if Terry was Mac, Mac would have gone up and smacked him. It would have been fixed. And no, every person on this panel would have at least advocated in an interrupting fashion to say this is not acceptable. This should not happen. Get the fuck out. What are you doing, right? But because Terry had paid for it, hold on, Mac. She had paid for it. She was petty. She was vindictive, and she was not a true leader. Is the reason why this whole situation happened. No one learned to set boundaries. You do not have two marriages making over six figures in 1997 and knowing how to set boundaries. She don't know what she's doing. She can't be in charge. That's why she picked a man she can bully.
You're right.
So he wouldn't say nothing. The ex-con can't smack him in the face because he on the third strike. He got the ankle monitor on.
Well,
Like,
also
like,
he was also distracted.
I'm just
he was also distracted by his own bullshit. Yes.
I get what you're saying, but from my perspective, in Matt,
I'm agreeing with you, Matt. I'm agreeing with you.
Matt Poole's perspective, if I was inserted as a brother in that situation and I saw this trifling ass motherfucker pop up and look,
He ain't got no brothers.
$20 bill and my sister's bra, I would have been nice about it. I would have grabbed him by the arm and I would have said, okay, we need to quietly move out of here. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you catching a fade, I'm whooping your ass. You need to get ready. You're not leaving me. We are going to fight, and you're going to in the hospital. So you need to come with me. And I would have quietly walked him outside, took off my coat, and we would have fought, and I would have whooped his ass with nothing. His ass was whooped. He was catching a fade. He was gonna get hurt.
But Mac, there was watch the movie again. Every man in the room was waiting for a woman to tell them how to act. There were a lot of nonverbal body language cues, and when the verbal cues was laid, it was shit. Light skin got a better. We fuck with light skin more than old boy because old boy ain't got nothing going on.
This is why
Yeah,
And his ex in here too.
yeah. It's it.
in Hollywood is not matching because I'm telling you right now in
Right.
realism.
Well, we're not talking about real life though.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're talking about.
I get it.
Oh yeah, real life, this would be a totally
But-
different situation.
Yeah,
This is a movie
but-
that ends with them finding like a magical stash of money in a TV. You know, this isn't like the most
Yeah.
realistic movie.
A special dude did just burn or some shit. Like how would you?
Like,
I'm just saying if this was to happen in real life, she got cousins and sisters have cousins that act like brothers.
yeah, where's cousin Blimp?
Yeah, right?
First cousins are like a brother. So if one of them cousins, like I have a cousin that treats my sister like I have a cousin that treat us like brothers and sisters. So if somebody went to my sister and did that to her, my cousin would have grabbed him and dragged his ass out of there and beat his ass up. That's
Hold on. I'm gonna bring this back to the movie. What if everyone in the family liked that guy more?
Which I think
That's what I'm saying.
you know what's funny? Terry did not
Yeah,
say
it
she
does
likes. It does because Terry didn't say she likes Samuel, but she did not have high regards for Lim.
No.
Because he ain't got no fucking money. And she's
Exactly.
sick of paying for everybody's shit.
That's true.
But I guess over the course of the movie, she kind of warms over to him because
Kinda.
Also upset.
Yeah, kinda.
I guess mostly maybe because
Well-
Bird's pregnant with his kid.
Well, let
Hope is his kid.
let
Yeah, we need to talk about that too.
Cause shit, you go on a date with me.
hey, listen. There's no confirmation that fucking actually happened. We can assume, but no confirmation.
No, we see it once. We see them fucking
Not-
in Big Mama's bathroom.
No, I'm talking about Samuel.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. No, there's enough that you can make the assumption, but not confirmed.
Yeah.
If you're willing to get cracked in your grandmama bathroom, you're going.
Yeah, well, she got cracked in her grandmama bathroom by her husband.
But that's what I'm saying. It wasn't like your husband in like 7 years or some shit. It was your husband in
Yeah,
like
they've been married for like a week.
22 minutes type shit. Like,
Uh, they for a while.
We can't
Wait, when
confirm
he was
that
in
one
jail?
either.
But-
I did not like this guy because of how antagonistic he was. Because not only did
I think that's how he was written.
yeah,
I don't know. I thought he was all
I
right.
understand that probably the actor's a good guy.
Yeah, nice suits.
I think the guy's a good actor, and I think he's a good guy in real life.
Yeah, shout out to Mel Jackson. That's who
Oh yeah,
is
I
the
think he's a good
actor.
guy. I think in real life he's good, but the way he portrayed him, I was like, man, fuck this guy, because the way he was doing him was dirty. Because when Lil was sitting up there, he was doing a good job, he was doing good work, and he was sitting up there just like talking to him. That's where I sit up there and I sat up there and sent that message. Why they on man's face all up? They got a close up on his face the whole time, and it made me hate this guy. You see, we got a little thing going around here. You see, I was with Bird before you said. I was like, man, why are you trying to antagonize him? He's doing
Okay,
good work
so
for you.
I have a question. I have a question for you as guys. If you
Yes.
were at a job and a dude basically say he bust your wife first, how would you react?
I'm busting his fucking lip. I'm
He-
busting his head to the white meat.
Oh, no,
I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail.
You know,
Yeah.
Call the lawyer.
no, I got a comeback.
He-
I got a comeback, Trill. I would have said, well, she must have did. She been yelling my name the whole time because she never said your name the whole time. What's your name again?
Ain't no comeback to that, bro. I'm telling you.
he-
When a
he-
man
well, he-
hook you in it, no, ain't no comeback there. You gotta swing. You gotta swing.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, Chris.
I was going to say, it depends how he says it. If he says it like a bitch, then I'm going to treat him like a bitch. If he says it the way Samuel did, then I'm going to beat the shit out of him. He's trying to hold some shit over me.
Yeah, like I hit your wife first type shit. What is you, Kim K type shit? Get out of here, Rachel.
Well, if some dude is like, yo, I fucked your girl first, I'd be like, you ain't doing it no more. But if it was someone like Samuel who has to like sit there and establish himself as my boss, and then sit down and smoke a cigar in my face and be like, yeah, I used to bust cola open back in the day.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
He getting his ass beat.
Yeah, that's get your ass beat talk.
For sure.
I guess some people call me a bitch, but here's the thing: I don't want you to hit. I don't want to do nothing unless you hit me, because once you hit me, it's a different story. Then we get into all the chaos.
That's fine, dude. No one's calling you a bitch. If anything, you have the most mature reaction out of us.
I'm just gonna tell her the truth, like, hey, I don't even know who you are. Who your fucking name is?
Okay, what about you, Scott?
Oh, I'm smacking him with that fucking tray.
If anything, Samuel got off lucky. He only got hit once.
Yeah, he got back
he-
up and fired Lem.
Well, he actually Lim actually attempts to curb stomp him. He does like kick him a few times.
That's a little too much. Me personally,
No.
Oh, it
no,
ain't
no.
too much.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go into this question. Who do you think Bird truly wanted, Lim or Samuel?
Lem, 100%.
She wanted Lim. I believe Lim was the one she wanted. Simeon.
I agree.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a different take on that. I do think she loved Lim. I do believe that. But as a woman, if you present me with an expensive gift, I take it, I put it on, and never throw it away. I have a plan in mind. I'm waiting for something to happen where I'm like, well, I got option 2. So
And you know
I think
what?
I think some part of her was fine with the breakup, but she also was like, let me put something into effect just in case.
And you're probably right because you have a woman's perspective. The way I saw it is I think Samuel's just someone that Bird is weak to. But
Yes.
she makes she every interaction with the two of them that we see on camera when he does the dollar bill thing at the wedding, the very next thing she does is leave and go to the bathroom
However-
and start
I'm like,
pulling-
roll her eyes.
However, why did it take her so long to leave? Because if I'm over you, you're not putting your hands on me.
Right. That's why I'm saying she's weak to him. He is a weakness for her.
I also think she does, like Lem says, I think she does like that lifestyle. Like she
But-
likes the things.
And he's putting a plan into action here. Like she's not cheating on Lim, but on the off chance it doesn't work out,
She,
dot dot dot.
I don't know from
Shit.
a female perspective, but I feel like it's more flirting.
I don't think you do.
Also, Mac, that is beyond flirting because again, if you present me with a gift that is expensive and I take it and I don't throw it away, even though I keep saying I can't stand you, and I actively put it on for people to see, including my husband,
Yeah, she wild.
who has to ask, where did you get that from?
Okay, got a point.
That's not flirting.
Got a point.
People done wound up in the ditch for listening to that shit.
Yeah, no, hey, look, I think Lem was totally justified in fucking losing his mind.
Oh yeah, he was justified.
Yes, he was.
He was justified.
Ben lost my shit.
I
lost my shit the first time.
Maybe
The only thing I'll say is he apologized for this part, and that is he should not have put his hands on Bird.
No.
Like I could understand him throwing stuff around the room,
But
and I even
He,
understand him
he even calls
wanting.
himself out though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that part he should
Yeah,
not
you got a
have
little carried
done.
away. You got a little carried away.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
you also
he-
get why.
yeah.
I mean, it's not like he just woke up and walked across the room and full shoved her. That's not what happened at all. So,
No.
and
Yeah,
then it's
yeah.
also the
He-
degree in which he pushed her. He was immediately like, "Oh fuck, I fucked up." Like,
Yeah,
Yes.
as soon as it happened, he threw his hands up and backed up.
yeah, he was like, "Oh shit."
I'm not. It's not excusing it, but
No.
it was
There's no
a
excuse.
moment of he was in fucking despair at that
Yeah.
moment. Like he felt emasculated.
Mhm.
He was unemployed. He felt like
Humiliated.
he
Backed into
felt
a
humiliated. He felt like his manhood was taken from him. And now he thinks this woman that he promised himself to was fucking another dude. So when she cries and tries to grab him, he just had an emotional response and shoved her. And it's not right that he did it, but you can see the line. You can see how it led up to that.
Yeah, if the
And
role was
also,
switched, we
I
wouldn't be
don't
making a big
fully
deal about her
believe
shoving
that.
him.
Yeah.
I do believe Bird did a little bit more than promise to go to dinner with Samuel.
She fucked him. Stop it. Stop it.
Probably we'll
He was
never
talking
know.
mad greasy to my mans at the motherfucking job. How you think he got the job unless she gave up the cat?
Yeah,
think?
I
She just batted her eyes and he said, "Yeah, come on." He
Yeah,
already
because
had
all
the
she what she said was, "I promised him I'd go to dinner." It's like, no, you didn't, girl. No, you didn't. You did more than that.
did way more than that.
Probably.
Because
Promised him way more than
no dude who wants you that badly is banking on a promise. He wants receipts.
that. Facts prove.
Okay,
Mhm.
so Bird isn't perfect.
No, and that was a very
Bird
dumb
also
thing.
cheated.
Yeah, but you see, you know what? Here's where I think framing comes into effect. It gets us. It takes us as the audience and makes us more against a character like Faith because we saw the infidelity, but we never saw it with Bird. So I think it makes it more acceptable for us to continue liking her as the movie goes.
Right.
I also
You
think the
like-
movie wants to leave it like open whether like
Yeah, whether or not how far that actually went.
yeah.
I like Mia Long. I'm not sure how I feel about Bert now because it was dumb what she did. Like there is
Yeah.
actually no reason, no
Yeah.
excuse she could ever tell Lim that would be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Girl,
and
million
you know
dollars.
what? I'm pretty sure it's Max calls her out around the end of the movie. She's like, "Well, you don't get your husband a job by talking to your fucking ex."
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't go to your fucking ex to get your husband a job.
Hmm.
You got to let a man be a man or
Hmm.
help him in some other way.
Well, she did offer to like ask people who come into the salon, and he like turned
Yeah,
her down. But like
She
like then she instead of doing that, she just goes right to her ex.
right.
and
Exactly.
also,
She fucked up.
and both of them did because
And the end
Lim,
result,
Lim,
Lem ends
Lim
up in jail.
right. I mean, he got the short end of that stick, but Lim really should have just told Bird. Like he even said, "I need to tell Bird," and Kenny's stupid behind talked him out of it.
Kenny is an R word. I do believe that. I believe that's why it works out so well with him, Maxine. Because that motherfucker wasn't making no sense in that conversation. Don't tell
Okay,
your newly wife
okay. So
that you
that
can't get a
that
job.
that moment between the two of them, you guys can agree that Kenny was stupid. Like he did something totally stupid.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it was totally
Right.
stupid. But if I will say, I really liked that scene because I'm
me
like,
too.
are these
Oh
two
yeah.
going to have like a fucking bromance going forward?
It was a
And
fun
then
scene, but yeah, he was totally wrong. Like his advice was bad.
So what would you have told Lim?
you talk to your fucking wife.
Yeah, tell her
Talk
that
to
you're
talk to your
unemployed.
fucking wife.
Like that's it. Like there's no like preamble. Just
Yeah, because you can't sleep
No.
on my couch when she kick your stupid ass out. You gotta go talk to your wife, home.
For real.
Yeah.
You gotta wrap her.
Yeah.
No.
You ain't gonna fuck up my kitty cat meow meow. No, go talk to your wife.
You
Go
guys need
holler.
to figure this shit out.
Right. You wanna use my phone? Fuck you
Yeah.
doing?
I'll help you look for a job, but you gotta tell your
Right.
wife.
She gets
Yeah.
off at 5 o'clock. By 4:59, you gotta be gone. Okay. You need to figure this out.
Yeah. That is a like. There's no conversation to have there.
Mm-mm.
It's do I tell my wife? Yes, you fucking tell your wife.
Yeah.
You live in
Or
the
do I
same
lie to
fucking
her?
place. Your income affects her life too.
Right. Now I'm gonna
She's
listen
gonna
to you. I'm gonna hear you
notice.
out, but go talk to your wife.
I just picture you guys on the couch. Lim, I hear what you're saying. Get out my house and talk to your wife.
Get the fuck out my house.
I'm trying.
What are you doing?
Why are you talking to me? We'll talk
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we'll talk tomorrow. Did you not see what you interrupted? I'm I'm trying to knock boots.
I'm playing the Soul Food soundtrack.
Right. I ain't in here on bullshit.
I'm,
Get out.
I'm playing the Soul Food soundtrack. Trying to
My
get some
wife
kids.
is naked under that robe, man.
I just bought my baby a computer.
And it's only been a few weeks since she had a baby. You know that shit still looks flat as fuck. Because black don't crack.
We're working for that.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Would you at least giving him some money?
Yeah, if I had it, I'd be like, here, take a few bucks.
Take a few bucks.
Even though
Get off my
Get your
property.
broke ass out my motherfucking house.
Even though you know what, given that I told him talk to your wife about your broke ass problems, I feel like then me giving him money would have been a fucking insult.
I would have told
Right.
him I would have told him to get the fuck out of my house. I'm a mean person when it comes
We would have drank a beer, kicked it, watched some ESPN.
Yeah, I gave you a beer. Get the fuck out of my house.
About 4:42, your ass got to run.
You gotta get
Get
your
the
ass out of here.
Fucking my shit up.
I like
Get the fuck out of my house. I'm trying to have sex with Faith.
Right.
Look, as soon as he would have popped up in there and said, "I got problems," yeah, cool.
All right, can we talk tomorrow?
Can we talk
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Will your problems be there tomorrow?
Yeah. Look, we got my son my son is at Terry's. Me
Listen.
and my wife trying to make baby number 4. You need to get the fuck out of my house.
Listen, man, my fucking son is writing down notes. I think he's going to turn this into a movie someday.
Yeah, he's
Get
journaling
the
like
fuck out of my
crazy.
house now.
Man, I just bought a daggone box full of condoms, and I'm making sure I'm using all these son bitches tonight.
Yeah, who uses fucking condoms
I
anymore?
thought he was trying for baby number 4.
Fuck that shit. talking.
I haven't used a condom since the 90s.
All right, so which male character
I was
did
going
you
to say,
relate to
I'm
the
pretty sure I
most?
still had teen at the end of my age last time I had to use a condom.
What the fuck?
Oh my gosh, which male character did you relate to the most?
Lem.
All right, so your next comment, got it.
What?
I said you're an ex-convict, got it.
Hey, man, no, he's dude's struggling. I appreciate, and he keeps fucking working at it. Man, that's the kind of shit I want out of my own life. When life gets me down, I want to keep working.
Okay, so Lem. Anybody else?
Uncle Pete.
You son of a bitch! I knew you were gonna.
I'm an old hermit who loves money.
Actually, wait, hold on. I'm going to take it back and say Miles, and you know damn well why.
Yeah, yeah, I know exactly why.
Actually, Miles a lot.
Honestly, yeah, it's
Fuck.
probably Miles.
Yeah, Miles. I want to be a Lem, but I'm a Miles.
I think we all want to be a little.
Nobody
about
wants to
you,
be
Trill?
Kenny.
We all know I'm popping up at the hair salon to give my ex a bracelet on some bullshit.
All right, so you light skin.
I'm on different time.
Yeah, this is reasonable beach.
I'm sliding to death for putting some money in
And
the
Mac
titties,
is the
man.
Reverend. I'm not even going to give you the option. You are the Reverend, Mac.
Yes, you are, man.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Walking up kissing people like you ain't got no sense.
You know I'm not the Reverend 100%.
With your
Mac,
lips
if
on.
Big Mama opened her house to you, don't act like you would not be at the head of that table.
Can we all
You
admit?
didn't even let me tell me who I feel like I'm. You're just going and choosing. You didn't let me choose.
Okay, then what's your answer?
I was gonna say Kenny. Kenny is.
I can see you as Kenny.
Kenny
It's
is
good.
one I relate to the most.
Just well adjusted and living a good life.
Blue collar.
Caring, loving husband, good father.
Throwing
Yeah.
people at your house,
I'm willing.
Uh,
I'm willing to help.
Active
giving
sex life.
bad advice,
Yeah, exactly.
Can we all
dating
agree?
one sister and cheating on the other, or cheating on one sister and dating the other.
Yeah,
Let that shit go.
I can do that. I can do that. Yeah. That's me.
Can we all agree that the Reverend is a scumbag?
Absolutely.
Something wrong with him.
150%. You're right.
Don't let him on them kids.
There's something wrong with him, but at the same time, as Black people, we actually know several reverends like this.
Mm-hmm. Something wrong with all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How
yeah.
you got a better car than me? But
It's
you gave your life to the Lord.
it's the
Make that-
donation box, Trill. That donation box.
No, we're gonna have to squabble.
Okay. I thought Faithful was for a moment when I looked at her. I thought she was okay. I'm gonna hush. I thought she was. Oh God, I'm hush. I need to let it go.
So, do we have any other questions, comments?
I thought she was superhead, but okay.
I would like to. This movie came out in 1997. I think it's about time for a sequel.
Ahmad's in jail.
In the Lem extended universe. Turns out that was just the jumping off point for the Lem movies.
Lem, a soul food story.
Yeah, Lem, a soul food story. It's
Big Mama origins.
Big Mama.
It goes. Wait, what's the movie he's in when he's trapped in the mall? It's a zombie movie. He's like trapped in the mall.
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead.
Yes. It just goes to the Dawn of the Dead. The two movies
Hell
are
yeah.
connected. You never knew.
He has a zombie baby.
The soul food is what killed everybody, but also what kept him. Okay.
And for those of you who are watching this, yes, I am aware that there's a TV series that continues the story. Okay? In terms of a movie, there's not a second one.
Was it like a continuation, or was it like they
It's-
redid the whole thing?
It's kind of like a continuation soft reboot
Mhm.
because you notice like the characters' first names are the same, but their last names are different.
So it's like an alternate universe.
I wouldn't even say that because they actually
Oh, dude,
do literally
are they
continue
doing
it
this?
from the movie.
Are they doing Soul Food Multiverse?
They do a crossover with both casts.
With Soul Plane.
Oh,
Oh,
it's all the
yes.
souls.
No.
It turns out Soul
Pixar's
Food,
Soul.
yeah, Pixar Soul and Soul Plane, they're all in the same universe. Dude,
Yes.
it's the SFCU.
All right, so if we have nothing else, I have, well, okay, sorry. How would you rate the film? Let's start with Scott.
I'd say it has an A1C of about 7 to 8%.
You son of a
Mac like that one.
That's a diabetes joke for
That
people
is a
at home.
diabetes joke.
I did not know this. I knew exactly
I-
what that A1C. I was like, this is some bullshit.
I give it like a 3 out of 5. It's a good
Oh,
movie,
oh,
but like there's
Sorry, let me back up. When you first watched it, what do you think your past self would have rated it?
my past, like when I loved it. Like it was like a 5 out of 5 for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's how I want you guys to answer that. If you can remember your first experience, how would you rate it versus now? Mac, how about you?
Okay. What was the question? What would I rate it? What I would rate it as a kid and now?
Yes.
Okay, as a kid, I when I watched this film, teenage Mac would have thought that where's the sex? Where's the boobs? I'm not feeling this. There's no action. I'm not having fun. Uh, Teenage Mac would have probably rated this. This now mind you, '97. This is when Mac was like just wanted to see nothing but boobs and action. This would have been easily a
Heck, you were like 8 years old.
I get it, yeah. So this would have been like 3 out of 5, 3 out of 10, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 2.5 out of 10. Okay, that's honest. Now,
Those were certainly numbers you just said.
I can't tell if you're rating out of 5 or out of 10.
out of 5.
Okay, so 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
Or 2.5 out of 10.
Yeah, somehow it's so much lower when it's out of 10.
As an adult, and as a person who actually look at film and look for the tendencies and everything about a film and all this, the things that you do in watching film and critiquing the film, I thought this was a well-made film. Each story blends in with each other. Well done. I like the pacing. I like a lot of the stuff about it. I like the fact that you don't have to use a lot of you don't have to use derogative stuff in a film like you see with black exploitation films in the day. It feels like a modern film. I like this. I would give this as an adult. I give this a 4.5 out of 5. I would say it's pretty
Interesting.
Good. Huh?
Is that interesting?
Yeah, it's good. I don't think it did caught my eye. I ain't gonna lie, I did kind of tear up. Like I said, I do have, like I said, like all you said, like we all said, it always brought you back to what you did. And as I had a bonus, I did watch this film after I just got done with Sunday dinner, so it did stuck with me. So I do love the film. While there are problems because had the stuff and they did do Hollywood magic, I still gotta give it a 4.5 out of 5.
I didn't
Girl?
know that we could do
No.
half, so I'm gonna go with 3.5. I'm gonna raise mine up a little.
Okay.
Okay, 3.5, 4.5. Trill?
As a kid, so like Max said, so it came out at a time in which I watched it with my family, but it wasn't one of my favorite movies to watch with my family. Like I would have much rather watched like the Pokemon movie with my family or any Disney movie with my family, Jumanji with my family. anything like that. So it wasn't one that really resonated with me. But when I went to go back and review it, I found it to be very interesting because it not only played into certain stereotypes and tropes, but also expanded upon what it means to be a family and how a family can come in different forms and different sizes. So, yeah, two as a kid, three as an adult.
Chris?
Um, I think as a kid, I probably wouldn't have liked it very much because I was 10 when this movie came out. And I was just getting into things like Star Wars and Batman and shit. I wanted less drama, more action at that time. I can guarantee that my mom probably fucking loves this movie and probably would have back then too. Uh, so as a kid, probably would have given it maybe like a 3 out of 10. As an adult, you know, growing up and experiencing my own versions of some of these characters and my own versions of some of these events and seeing things in my own family over the years, I feel a lot more connected to it. And I think just pacing, plot, all that character development throughout, it's a solid fucking movie. It is just a well put together movie. I have very little negative to say about it. Other than maybe it kind of there's a little bit of a dip in the middle where it's not super interesting until like the halfway point. And the drama starts to escalate. Uh, but overall, it's a solid ass movie. I would give it like an 8 or a 9 out of 10.
And as for me, this was a movie I used to watch a lot by myself. And I enjoyed it as a kid because it gave me like warm fuzzies, especially the ending and uh them coming
Oh,
together, even though it was still, they Ahmad admitted it was still kind of a little bit shaky, but they did come back together as a unit. Um, as a kid, I probably would have given it a 4 point, or sorry, a 4 out of 5. And oddly enough, my opinion really hasn't changed that much because as an adult, I actually love it just the same, but for different reasons because I'm seeing stuff differently. I'm understanding stuff differently. My frontal lobe is developed, so I can analyze it differently. I can relate to it differently. Screw Ahmad and his lying, unreliable self. Because he also lied about Big Mama about what she wanted. She did not actually say what she wanted. She died before she could say it, but he told the family Big Mama wanted him to bring the family together. She didn't say those words. She died. All right,
well, but that's what he believed
believe,
he
but
wanted.
that's not what he said. And in that moment, he said, "Big Mama said." So everybody's a liar in that movie, but it's okay because that's the point. They're human. These are human situations, and
I'm
he
gonna be
wasn't wrong.
honest.
Like
Yeah,
Ahmad was not wrong.
I'm gonna be honest. When he had that little breakdown, I got I got a little tight in the chest. I was like,
Wait, with emotion or were
bro,
you having a stroke?
yes, yeah, no, I got a little emotional at the end there, and then the kitchen caught fire and the TV exploded, and I'm like, this is really silly.
Yeah, and
Nice, nice
this
bookend, but very silly.
okay. So there's a channel called Layman's Journal who analyzed this movie, and he has a very different take on it than all of us. But one thing considering that last scene, he did point out that Big Mama was the biggest liar and put so much pressure on Terry just for her to have a bunch of money hidden in the house and wouldn't tell anybody. So let's just say Uncle Pete never came out of his room and got burnt up in the fire. That family would have lost all of that money and would have never known.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't really know what Big Mama's plan was for that money.
Well, the problem is Big Mama was too rigid. When they're like, "Hey, you have diabetes and gotta watch what you eat." She basically told everyone in the nicest way possible to go suck a dick. And then when they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to cut your leg off," she's like, "You ain't
No,
cut shit off of
y'all
me."
taking my leg.
Cut my fucking leg off. Fuck you.
That just made me think. Big Mama said, "Go suck a dick," and Faith popped in and said, "That."
Hey, to be fair, Faith did not suck his dick.
No, but
In
he did
fact,
go in her raw.
he did, and I would have too.
Here, here, amen to that.
Y'all just, man.
Fucking amen. I don't care. I'll give her all the HPV in the world.
Hey, yo.
Man, I tell you.
That is so nasty.
So,
Nasty
so
motherfucker.
I'll give it like like from 4 to 4.5, but my opinion of it is pretty much the same, or my feeling about it is pretty much the same.
It's his absolute movie.
It has its lulls, or like Scott and I were talking about this last night. It has a little bit of a pacing problem. Like one of my biggest issues with the movie, even as a kid, was when Big Mama says, "I dreamed of fishes last night." Not only did Faith show up, Maxine went into labor at the same time. It's like, wait.
And Bird also became pregnant.
Yeah, and probably on that sink. Oh yeah, we never did go back to that. Do you think that's Liv's baby or Samuel's baby?
Oh, it's Labs.
It's definitely light
I
skin.
think so.
Yeah, I think it's again a framing thing because we're not shown the infidelity and we're only ever shown her sleeping with Lem. I think cinematically it's telling us that's Lem's kid.
Also, Scott, did
I
you want to
agree.
talk about the other scene that we had a little bit of a problem with involving Bird and Lim
Which?
lingerie?
Oh,
Oh
dude,
yeah,
her
where he
lingerie
shows up and
sucks.
she like he shows up, she's already celebrating the fact that he has a job and he's just not putting anything together. He's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I went to this place and like Kenny told me to go to this place and then I went there and they were like, "We don't know who Kenny is." He's just like not figuring it out.
Hey, look, I never said that Lem was a smart man.
No.
Yeah,
He's
but
just he's a good man.
also say what your mind would have went to, Scott, because there was more that you said about
Yeah,
that.
I said that's a back burner problem. I'll talk about that later. I don't need to worry about that right now. She's in lingerie with candles lit. You know what's about to happen.
Yeah, let's tackle what's going on right now. We'll
Yeah.
circle back to this.
Yeah, this is a tomorrow problem.
This
And the
is
reason why I bring this
definitely
up is because I
fresh at
was like,
9 a.m.
okay, I clearly have a female mind because my immediate thought went to what's going on here. I don't care that you're in lingerie. Why are you in lingerie? Why is there a candle at dinner? I haven't even told you anything yet. And
And
Scott's like,
those questions are
she's
in
a,
the back of my brain.
they were
You
in the
tried
front
to
of my
ask for who'd you fuck that you had to do this for me?
Yeah,
You
there's a scream in
fucking
the back of my
hell.
brain, but the thing in my front of my brain is telling me to do something way different.
Oh yeah, no. That's one of those. Listen, we're going to talk about this in about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, but for now.
What do you
15,
say? It's
20
like,
minutes.
real bad man. Because ain't no way. Mm-mm.
but as a woman, I don't blame her. Like I get the hustle.
I mean, she
I
jumped the
I
gun a little bit. She was kind of putting it
she
all out there on
did
the table.
she did, but not gonna lie, I probably would have done that too. Would have chosen better lingerie, but I would have done it too.
Yeah, I was going to say that laundry was fucking
Yeah,
disgraceful.
Nia Long, you are a beautiful, beautiful woman, but that lingerie was ugly.
All four women in the family, I think, were like on The Fresh Prince as Will Smith's
Yes,
girlfriends.
yes.
I believe so.
Wait, I don't
Even
think
Big Mama.
Gina was. I don't think she
She might not
was.
have been, she was on the show. I don't know if she was
She was on
his,
the show, but I don't think she was
she
ever
might
one
have
of
been
his
like one of
girlfriends.
Carlton's.
She might have been.
Yeah,
Good old Carlton.
the best.
All right, so to wrap this up, we have one last bit of business. And this is a doozy. All right, you guys ready?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't be surprised because I gave you guys this beforehand, but I want you to pick a scene and rewrite the scene to improve it. And then there's the second part, but I'll let you tackle that part first.
What was the second part
That's
again?
so hard. Someone else go first.
Pick,
I'm smoking.
the first part is pick a scene and rewrite it to improve it.
I got one.
All right, go.
The scene where Miles runs into Faith on the street, change that so that it never happens, and she just asks him for a favor, because that makes a lot more sense plot wise.
That makes sense because she ends up saying the same thing anyways, because she says,
Yeah.
"Can you do me this favor? I'll owe you."
And it's just another instance in this movie where somebody like runs into somebody on the streets of Chicago that they know.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That was a
Anybody
good
else
one.
ready?
Well,
I could go. Liv, I'll read the scene of. I know it was needed, but I would say Lev going into the beauty shop to confront Bird. I would change that up a little bit. Not him going in there. I think they went a little too far with him breaking the window, breaking the front door because words is more stronger than doing physical stuff. I felt like if he would have came in there and said something, that would have been a lot. That would have been a whole lot better than him just looking like he could physically do something. Because him going in there looking like he's intimidated, because he don't have to go in there and bust up a window. Because I mean, he's already known. He already been to prison, so he don't got to show that he's strong. He just got to go in there and use his words and say the things that he wanted to say and look and sound intimidating, as opposed to just showing that he's intimidating. Because him showing that, him saying stuff to her and saying how he feels would make it feel a lot more words. Like words can't hurt. So I feel like the words can hurt. Then you can go with the other scene with him in the bar.
And you know what? I think that would have been more effective if he came in there saying something because then that would have given Terry more of a legitimate reason to call Cousin Clem.
Yeah, yeah. Because like you talking about him going in there?
Yeah, going in there and saying something because breaking a window is jacked up, but no one actually saw what Lim did.
Yeah,
They just made a huge assumption, which was a misunderstanding.
yeah. If he would have went in there and said something to him, said something to her, then she had a legit reason to call cousin. She had a legit reason to
if
call cousin.
if their confrontation had occurred in front of her coworkers as opposed to behind a closed door,
Right.
then they could have misconstrued the shove as a hit.
Yeah, yeah. Because they don't have any confirmation. Me personally, I hate he said, she said certain type of things because it usually he said, he said, she said. Fuck, yeah, I'm gonna get it right. He said,
You got it right.
he said usually ends in a terrible confrontation where there's something that somebody else said that can fuck up one person's perspective because there's a lot of that out there that I feel like it's giving the wrong message when it goes that because I get mad when I hear a he said she said because I'm like, well, do we have any proof that this happened? No, I don't know. I can't go over there and do nothing because I ain't know what happened. But the fact that they saw what she did and she saw it from their perspective and they saw it because we saw it, but they didn't. So they don't know what happened. They're just going by assumptions and That's the reason.
Also, it did feel kind of out of character for Terry, who was pretty on her lawyer stuff. Like,
Yeah. If she was a lawyer,
I don't think she would have done it without some kind of
yeah.
leverage. She wouldn't just
Honestly,
call cousin Blimp
yeah,
and been like, he did this to my sister. I don't know if he did, but take care of it.
yeah. Like all that she did, I don't know if she did, but she was like, I saw it. They said they saw her. You need to take care of this motherfucker. That's a different story. If that's what I would change.
Chris, Trill,
Okay.
you got one?
Okay. Not exactly changing a scene, more expanding on one.
Well, I mean, I did say rewrite, so expand or change.
Uh, I would have put Len and Kenny in more scenes together. Again, I don't know. There was something about their interaction on the couch that like really like tickled some part of my brain where I was like, I want these two to have more scenes together. You know, maybe sharing their different philosophies on life and manhood. Because I think it's like it feels like the scene that's there was written was written with the intent that they were going to have more of a dynamic between those two, and then it just didn't happen. I don't think they're in a scene together the rest of the movie
I mean,
until the
outside of
until the
the
final dinners.
dinners,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not just like the two of them though.
yeah. There's never a point where they just I don't know like bro out.
Yeah.
And notice none of the adult men do that in the movie.
Yeah,
They have like
The-
one scene, and then the rest of it is either the family dinner or with their wives.
Miles is constantly broing out with his band.
yeah. Maybe we should have seen more of the band.
Milestone, a soul
Babyface.
food story.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'll rewrite the Miles and Faith scene. I want to see titties. And you know what? If I have to bite the bullet and see that king size Snickers bar come out, I'll bite that bullet if I get to see her titties. You had a little delayed reaction there, Trill.
You know it's cake size.
I
Don't look
mean,
over there.
who knows? Maybe it's just snack size. She didn't make a whole lot of noise, so
No, she made enough noise because you do hear it from the outside of the building.
yeah, I
Told you
guess
she was just messy. She could have taken some quiet dick and wouldn't nobody know.
yeah. Hey, you know what? I don't actually. You know what? I would even sacrifice. Not. I'm not. It's not sacrifice. I would rather see ass than titties, but one of the two. Like, what if instead he bent her over the mixing console?
What movie are you writing now?
He wants the movie to earn the R rating.
And
Really
Earn
and
the
does.
hard
while
R.
and while he's giving
Hard
her
R.
back, while he's giving her back shots, her titties and fingers are moving faders, and she ends up getting the perfect mix.
I don't. I okay. I agree with Scott.
That's great.
Chris's idea is great. So I agree with Scott.
Damn.
And but just what I will say about the scene as it is, though, I fucking love that they both had that post nut clarity and they just kind of
I-
like sat there for a few seconds,
I
like,
I wrote
I
that down.
Uh-oh.
Post nut clarity is a bitch.
I did like that too because there's so much that was said that wasn't said.
yeah,
I didn't
and
like it.
they're
I've
just
been there
they're
too
they're
many times.
just standing there. They can barely look at each other. Like they both know they fucked up.
Yeah.
What a great scene. How much better would it have been if he was fucking railing her from behind?
All right, so we know what type of movie Chris wants. Trill, how about you? What scene? And
Because
write it.
because it's not like she doesn't have a lot of ass, but she has good ass. Like that shit like slaps back a little bit, and she definitely does like the cat camel like arch back.
Okay, Trill. Before we get a full on porn at this point.
I could see about that, Chris.
Soul Food, a porn parody.
It probably is one,
Probably,
but most likely that's
probably
Big
good.
Mama.
Good, no, no. The scene I would write would be uh, the scene where Big Mama passes and talks to Ahmad. Ahmad, I think that giving either less instruction, like 'cause she really didn't say anything, but having her talk and then like not finish is like super cliche. I would rather her say something and him just choose to do the opposite, and that end up being what's best for the family, and that being what moves the family forward in a positive way, above just the TV accidentally having money in it after he left the towel on the stove. This is kind of
Yeah, I never did like or as an adult, I didn't like the TV thing because that was stupid.
Yeah.
so silly.
Yeah. If I had to actually pick a scene, that would be the scene I would rewrite. Is that it wouldn't be an exploding TV that had the money. It was such like a fairy tale ending to
Right.
what was otherwise a pretty grounded movie.
Right.
Like there's a lot of fantastical shit in it, and things are a little elevated as far as the drama goes, but like the movie is pretty grounded in reality. And then the kitchen catches on fire, and then the whole family has to come together to put it out, and then Uncle Pete it just comes bursting in and throws a TV at them.
Which, let's be honest, by that point, Uncle Pete probably would have been dead.
Yeah.
I was talking to Miss about this last night. Why wasn't Uncle Pete invited down to dinner?
I think he was. He just because of his dementia or
No.
whatever.
He means after Max found him
Yeah.
and she told the family, "Hey, I have a surprise."
But we're gonna wait until after dinner to bring him out.
Well, we don't want those types at our table.
All right, so just so we can get to the second part of this question, mine would be any scene that involved a flashback or a varying perspective of a situation. I kind of wish they would have kind of like the skating rink scene where Ahmad is narrating how his parents met, but as the audience, we're seeing what is supposed to be the truth versus what he's saying. I kind of wish they would have done some of that a little bit more because Ahmad, I don't think is purposely lying. He is an 11-year-old boy who's getting a lot of his information from word of mouth because obviously he wasn't there for a lot of it. Or if he was, he's an 11-year-old boy who is an 11-year-old boy, trying to tell a story. But I do wish, and I forgot what scene, but there was a scene he was narrating where all I could think of was, how would you know that? Because what you're narrating is what's happening on the screen, but you were not there to see it. So how would you know that this happened? I kind of wish there was that disparity of he's telling one thing, we're seeing another thing, and we have to decide basically what is the truth here. Because a lot of this is different perspectives of a situation. So those are the kind of scenes I would have like either included a little bit more or rewritten just to keep a consistent story. So now here's the second part. Pick a family member and give them a proper redemption.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to make this even more difficult. You guys can't pick the same family member. So if somebody picks it and that was your choice, I'm sorry, you can't pick it.
All right, I got one. Faith becomes a nun.
What? Hold on, what you said?
I said Faith becomes a nun.
Becomes a nun.
Well, nobody.
Sister Act, Soul Food Story.
Sister Act, the Soul Food Story. Put it on a t-shirt.
I want to go last. I want to make this hard for myself.
Remember,
That's
you
what
can't
Miles
pick
said.
fate, so it can't be hard for yourself.
I know. Well, I'm already hard.
We got it.
Mac Trill?
That's why I picked Faith. I wanted to make it easy on myself.
Yeah, you could say. Which is
I picked Big
Yeah.
Mama. When she finds out she has diabetes, she takes it serious. She exercises correctly. She chooses to change her diet and therefore change the diet of the people around her. When eating more healthy and more positive food, everyone stops being a dick to each other and they end up getting along.
Then you could do the scene from Big Mama's house where she plays basketball with the mom.
Yes.
we gotta talk about that. Sorry, that crazy movie. That's bad.
That only happens because of this movie.
Only.
Well, I'm gonna take probably Chris's second answer.
Why are you laying like that?
Huh?
You're laying mad sexual right now, my guy. You look at mad
I
zesty.
didn't want to say anything.
You're flashing a lot of leg.
You look at mad zest.
Look,
Dude, you want fucking Leonardo DiCaprio to paint you like one of his French girls?
Put some lotion on that leg, boy. You need some stay black on it.
I'm gonna go with
Who?
Okay, Miles.
I'm gonna go with Mouse. I want a film, a redemption story about him actually trying to go forward with his life, and trying to, even though him and even though him
Terry?
and not Bert, Terry. Even
I said
That's what he
Terry.
said.
I thought someone said Bird, my bad. Even though him and Terry.
I Bird.
Even though him and Terry are broken up, I feel like there is I feel like a redemption story of him trying to make a friendship with her, trying to get, basically, not only him trying to get his musical career up and running, but at the same token, during this time, she is supporting him of his musical career, and Terry is making herself change for the better, and trying to be a better person. So in other words, it's basically like a double type of redemption story, but it's actually his redemption story of him getting Terry to forgive him, and also helping Terry find a new man. Basically becoming the wingman to her, trying to help her out, and him finding love in himself, and not finding love for something, but finding love in himself.
Couldn't
All
imagine wingmanning my ex.
Pretty cool.
I actually like that one.
Yeah, no, that's good. Miss, did you say member of family or member of cast?
Family member.
Damn it.
Yeah, you can't pick that asshole.
I was gonna pick Samuel, but it has to be a family member.
Samuel
I
gets hit
mean,
by a
if
bus.
he is the actual father of Bird's son or daughter, then he is family.
Oh,
But we don't see that, so we
You
can't
don't. It's
use
not
that.
official, but
It would have been 28 weeks later, and he's a daggone zombie, and he got his head, and he got killed in that film. That's what
No,
I
here's
Not
what I was gonna
redemption.
say. I was gonna say that's not redemption one, and I was gonna say
redemption for what he did. He turned into a zombie.
that that's not what redemption is.
I don't care. It's my
there's
That
got to be
is
something in the Bible about redemption, man.
that is justice is what you're describing.
It's
Um,
justice redemption for me. I don't get some justice.
Well, just as a thought experiment, I was going to say Samuel, through whatever means, ends up losing everything. He ends up fucking flat broke, and you know, and he learns to humble himself. He learns some humility. He's always going to be a little bit of a flirt, little bit of he thinks he's a
Pretty boy.
player, but he lost it all. Yeah, he's a little bit of a pretty boy, but but he ends up learning to pick himself up, and in retrospect, finds himself respecting Lem more, even if they never interact. Just kind of thinks back like, damn, that I took everything from that dude, and I just lost everything too. That would have been good. But if I had to pick a family member,
I would have said I would have liked that if Liam would came up here and he walked up to him and he just did a joke. He said, "And you still like French fries?" I would have loved that.
that's again not redemption.
No, 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 no. This redemption. He's literally trying to. He's having a joke with him, like, "Hey, you still like French fries, man? But I'm glad you're doing good." I would have loved to see him like that.
All right,
Yeah.
Chris, family member.
Fuck. None of the other ones are shitty people.
No, they all are.
Yeah, they are.
They're not shitty enough. All right, so I lost Faith. I lost Big Mama. In a combo move, I lost both Miles and Terry.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Redeem Ahmad's sister.
Don't give him an answer.
I'm just throwing out family members.
I'm gonna say Bird. Bird learns she already kind of started learning this during the course of the movie, but we can explore it further. Learns to get out of Lem's way and make his own path. She clearly supports him, whether her methods of doing so are right or not. But she needs to learn how to take a step back and just be his cheerleader when he's trying to make it. And that was a problem she had throughout the movie. She started clearing it up at the end, but we could take it further. And in turn, it just makes their relationship even stronger because she sees that he reciprocates that. Say she wants to expand the salon and to have him not trying to steer it for her, but to support her from the sidelines while she grows herself. That would be nice. They already have like 80% of a good relationship, so that extra 20%. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra.
It's interesting how you bring up the 80-20 rule because there is a movie that talks about that.
What's that, Mother?
The light is everywhere in every room.
I need to be well lit because I'm damn good looking. Kiss me. Mwah.
Are you having podcasts?
Yes.
Hi!
Everyone says hi.
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 All
She
right,
says hi.
so
We gotta tell you
So-
about Nina Long real quick. Wait, tell her to come back.
Fuck off, Samuel.
so my pick is Ahmad. All right. And I'm going to make this very simple. As the credits are rolling, they suddenly stop. They go back to the family, and it's on Max, who said, "Boy, I need to teach you about lying and getting in folks' business." All of a sudden, the screen goes black, and just like in House Party 1, you just start hearing a belt whipping booty cheeks. And you hear, "Did I tell you get out of people's business? I did not say you should." And that's the whole credit scene. Is him learning to stay out of grown folks' business and making stuff up. The end.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it turns out he's been lying the whole time, and like the whole family's just fine. Big Mama isn't even dead.
Mom never even went to jail.
Everybody goes to church and they're fine. Faith is in a hole.
Yeah, it turns out Faith is just a merry prankster, and that's why Ahmad's like, she's a hoe.
She's a hoe. I'm sorry.
So
ho,
that's my
ho,
redemption
show.
arc. Ahmad learning to stay out of grown folks' business. because of him, all of this drama happened, and Big Mama. But all of this drama happened because of him.
Oh, I got another one. Uncle Pete needs to come out of his damn room. Redeem
Turns out
himself.
Uncle Pete
Give the
didn't have
money.
dementia at all.
Yeah, give these people their money before like the house sets on fire.
No,
Turns
no.
out
Here's
The
my
whole family
redemption arc
falls
for
apart.
him. When the house catches on fire, there's a moment where you see outside of the window and you see Uncle Pete running across the street with the TV.
Keep going.
what if it turns out Uncle Pete was actually Uncle Ruckus the whole time?
That's why they keep him locked
Perfect.
away.
That's why he won't. That's why he won't eat dinner with them.
Fucking great.
The only person he ever liked was the light skinned boy.
I would sit at the table with you, but here's the problem: you still the ends. All right, boys, I'm gone.
All right, so I think we only have like two characters left, Max and Kenny.
Yeah, but they don't need redemption. They're pretty fucking solid. Like they're fine. They're not
Oh, no,
perfect.
I think there needs to be an apology moment
For what?
between Max and Terry.
For what?
Okay.
You need to get over that shit.
No. I'm talking about selling Big Mama's house.
Oh yeah, I mean that could have been there should have been more of a conversation about that. Because
Yes.
I see both sides of it.
Oh yeah, and
Honestly-
honestly, I think I lean more towards Terry only because she is the only one making payments.
Yeah, it's technically her house,
Yeah.
and she ain't gonna be living
She's the
in
only
it.
one being burdened by it in any way. Like everyone else, they just get to go there every Sunday for dinner. But like,
Yeah, no,
she's got to
I-
deal with like constantly dealing with like bills and any problems that Big Mama has around the house.
And that's not even the only thing she pays for. She's still helping Bird
Mhm.
anytime Max asks for money, which it seems like she does pretty regularly.
Paying hospital bills. I'm sure she
Yeah.
was also paying for like Faith's crazy shit that she was doing. Sure, she had a
Or
hand
she needs to pay
that.
for therapy after her cousin messed up her marriage.
I mean, yeah. Everybody, they all need therapy.
But I think that you're right. Max and Kenny aren't the worst, but they weren't perfect, and there needed to be a resolution between those two outside of Ahmad saying they get along for the time being. It's like that's not really a redemption. That means they still have big issues they're not dealing with.
And when Ahmad grows up and he looks back, he's getting ready to go to college. Because let's face it, Kenny and Max are definitely going to make sure he goes to college. They're good parents.
Terry will pay for it.
Yeah, Terry will pay for it. And then just as soon as he's graduating, he looks at his family and he goes, "Fuck all y'all. Y'all crazy."
Peace out.
Credits roll, the screen goes black, and it comes back, and you see Max on the stage, boy, and it goes back to black. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, well, I was going to say, there's some pretty big crossover between a black mother and an Italian mother.
Yes, there is.
There's quite a bit of crossover. I come from a lot of Italians. Mostly Italians.
And I think for Kenny, I think he was the least perpetrator. But
He's a dude with a dick.
I mean, he wasn't the brightest ball. Like he gave some really bad advice. I think he could have redeemed himself by being more brotherly to Miles and Lim.
Yeah, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Hindsight's 2020.
All right, so then pick a character. I already know that Chris picked Samuel.
What you want us to do?
This is kind of a throwaway question, but pick a character that isn't one of the family members,
To redeem?
or give them their own ending.
There only like two characters that aren't in the
You
family.
know, you can pick anybody who you saw on screen.
Ooh, the pastor gets caught up in a scandal and gets sent to another
That was
church
the
in a
one
different
that ran
city.
through my mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's too obvious an answer. There's
he
no
gets he gets arrested for soliciting prostitutes.
so there's
One
no
of them turns out to be Lim's ex-girlfriend.
so we don't gotta give him a redemption story, correct?
No, just give them their own character ending.
Okay, cool. Samuel ends up losing his job. He goes broke, and he ends up getting his ass whooped by at the time Michael Clark Duncan, and he gets his ass whooped. He chokes him, and he's humiliated on national TV. And somehow reason he's so broke that he tries to pitch a fight with Floyd Mayweather for some odd reason. He ends up getting his but no, not Floyd Mayweather at the time. Sorry, not with Floyd at the time in his prime, Mike Tyson, and he ends up getting his ass whooped in the ring. Then
Anybody else?
Nope, you already heard mine.
I went dark with mine. I know
That's not dark.
that's redemption. That's justice. That's justice to the nth degree. And he got his ass whooped by everybody.
Ooh, I got one. I got another one.
Okay.
Cousin Blimp puts himself through nursing school. Just in the background, he's been working on it. You just don't even realize.
Turns out he was in the operating room with Big Mama. He's like, oh, that was the wrong leg they cut off. Oops.
Oh, I got one. What was it? Damn it. Faith. Faith.
That's not a
Faith
family
is in the
member.
family.
Oh, that's not a family member. Damn.
I'm gonna pick Hoochie Coochie Mama.
Scott Kid Blink. That's not fair.
I did pick
I
Cousin
said
Blimp.
this.
That was my second character, though.
Yeah, this is a throwaway question. He did answer the first part correctly. This is just a throwaway question. That's why I pick Hoochie Coochie Mama. Turns out she becomes a famous dancer like Faith, and they both end up in Vegas, and they both go for a part in a show where they are showing their titties.
Sounds familiar.
What are you talking about? That's never been done before.
Definitely not.
So
And Showgirls, too.
exactly. Speaking of showgirls,
Very poorly.
speaking of showgirls, Lev's ex-girlfriend ends up down on her luck, and she travels to Las Vegas.
Are you just pitching the same thing Miss just pitched?
No, what? No.
Isn't Miss, am I wrong?
What?
No.
No.
It's gonna be a little different. The only difference is they're starring a bunch of. The only difference is it's a porn parody, so they're actually porn stars in this damn film.
Why they gotta go to Vegas for that? They could do that in Chicago.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it's south. It's not on the south side, but on the north side. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna happen. So that's where she goes. She goes to the north side of Chicago.
One final question just to send you off for the male audience.
Listening.
How would you have handled Hoochie Coochie Mama on your junk? At your wedding? If you were Lim, how would you have handled that?
She would not have been invited. I don't know why
Yeah,
she
she
was
just
there.
wouldn't have been invited.
Yeah, no way. We're talking about
Easy.
Here's the thing.
But let's say somehow she got in.
Then I'm gonna get her kicked out. Ain't no way.
Yeah,
She's
kick her ass
riding
out.
on me in front of my new
Women
wife.
get away.
Problems I don't need.
Here's the thing. Me, Matt Poole is a petty. Y'all and Miss says every time, I'm a petty, petty bitch. So if it was a situation where she dumped me and that's my wedding and she pops up, I'm gonna make sure you regret every bit of what she did to me. I'm gonna make sure she is there so you can see every bit of like, hey, this is my wife. You had your chance, you fucked it up, bitch. Bye bye.
Okay, now also remember what happened at that wedding. Your wife was also being
I get it.
hurt.
I wouldn't be
So
I wouldn't be like, look, I wouldn't be on her like getting bouncing it up on me. I just like, I would have been like Dave Chappelle. Remember Dave Chappelle was sitting there, had his wife, and literally told the girlfriend, I'm petty like that too. I'm that petty. I will literally call the ex, literally just try to get her to come to the airport like, hey, I'm willing to give up everything for you. And just literally ask, like, I'm happily married. I even got a kid. Yeah, I'm gonna go have. I said you can stay at the airport. I'm gonna go out and get me some pizza. Bye, bitch. Yeah, I'm mean. I'm petty.
I'd say that goes a little beyond petty.
Mac,
I'm that petty.
Mac, what the fuck are you talking about?
He's talking about like
He's
weirdly,
talking about
like
Dave
mentally
Chappelle.
torturing his exes
Yeah.
for seemingly no reason.
They deserve it. They need to know that they fucked up. Every last one of them.
well, for the female crowd, if I was Bird, that would not have happened. He would not be touching me. I would gladly take that money off him since, he presented it, but he would not fondle me in my wedding dress while my drunk husband is getting a lap dance by his stripper ex-girlfriend. This wedding would be totally different. This would be a beatdown.
Yeah, his ass would have been built the ass right there. I mean, built the ass.
Which bothers me because regardless of if the family side, that's a whole room of black folks that saw that. You don't think one of them maybe would have said something?
Once again, I said this a while ago.
Even the Italian people, if your Italian side, Chris, saw that, they wouldn't just be like, oh, well.
Oh no. They'd have a lot to say. There'd be some problems.
Right. So, with that, we highly recommend you watch Soul Food. Probably should eat some soul food while watching it because this movie will make you hungry. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
Agreed.
The
Yeah,
food
yeah,
shots were good.
I could eat.
I agree.
It really did make me want to get a pot of greens. Like, I really wanted some greens so badly. So,
Yeah.
even though Bird was about to give them all heart attacks with the salt she was about to dump in that pot,
Yeah, Bird's not a very good cook.
she burnt up everything. Oh my gosh. That hurt my soul that she burnt up all the food.
And then she tried to pawn it off on her coworkers.
I will say one of my favorite characters was the gay dude with the red hair. Even if he was checking out my man with
Got an
his
eyeful.
dick out. But anyways, so that will wrap this up for this episode of Black Film Talk. Trill.
Yay!
Yeah, Trill's the next one. Trill, what movie are we watching next?
Well, I hope Chris and Scott come back for the next episode because we're doing Captain America: Brave New World. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about that movie. But I love Soul Food. Glad we got this one out the way.
Well, since
All
Trill
right.
said it and it was right through my mind, Scott, Chris, I present
Yes.
thee with your honorary black hearts.
Sweet. Does that mean we can say it now?
No!
Hey, Scott, on the
It's the first question. It's gotta be.
Why is it the first one?
All right, Scott, on the count of three.
And it cuts right off.
1, 2, 3. Damn, I thought you were gonna say it.
I'm not. Mac doesn't edit this shit.
All right, so maybe they will come back next week. I guess that's up to them, but they have their honorary black cards that they were actively trying to get immediately taken away from them.
Yeah,
First 20 seconds. Like, what the fuck?
You can't
Dude,
trust
I
white
mean,
people, man.
I economize my time.
Here.
So yes, next episode we'll be watching Captain America: A Whole New World.
No, Brave New World.
A
I
whole
know.
new
I was waiting for
world.
Chris,
AKA
I was waiting for
New
Chris to
World
say
Orders.
the song.
A new fantastic point of view.
There we go.
Listen, you got disappointed.
So
Oh
plugs.
my God. Imagine Harrison Ford singing that. A whole
As
the
fucking
Red
new
Hulk.
world.
have you not watched
All right,
it?
plugs.
Okay, time in his
Chris,
life.
plugs. Plug us.
You can find us at twitch.tv/DTH_games, as well as youtube.com/at DTHgames1987, as well as various socials. Instagram is DTH Games, Twitter is DTH_games, and Blue Sky and everything else. We have an Amazon wish list. So buy me something nice, just me though. And if you go into our link tree, with DTH Games, you can get 10% off select W products.
Crap, I forgot we were doing that.
Yeah, right. So, Mia money, please.
All right. True.
You can find me here every time we shoot one of these. And in July, see you guys in Chicago. And after then, you can find me every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on Twitch. Back at it again.
Oh yeah.
Mac and Scott.
Mac, you handle this.
I was gonna say you guys promote the same thing,
Yeah.
so what?
Mac, tell them where to find me.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you can find me and Scott on Wednesdays for Get GF1 Play. We're playing. Scott is playing Final Fantasies for some odd reason. He's playing Final Fantasies.
It's a popular game series.
Final Fantasy. The game-
Allegedly.
No, Final Fantasy, the first one, the NES game. He's playing.
Got to start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere. I will. At this time, I am probably playing. I am playing Legends of Dragoon. Legends of Dragoon. Legend of Dragoon. Legend. Whatever. Playing Legend. Playing
Something dragon something.
Dragoon. We're playing Dragoon. We're finally finished. We're gonna play the game that I beat a long time ago on PlayStation. We're gonna see if I can beat it again. I had fun with it. We're gonna try to see what we can do with it. So watch me as I stream that because if you're wondering, I did play it in past streams. So this in the past stream is on the lot. It's in the YouTube live there. So make sure you go watch it. We're gonna be watching. We're gonna get started off where we're gonna go where we ended up on the last stream. So make sure you watch that. Also, make sure you go watch a lot of this. Also watch dope albums. Watch Is It Rotten, and also watch at the time watch Gamer Grudge. We're back, people. Well, that's it.
And we're back, y'all. And we're back, y'all. And we're biggity back, y'all.
I got a black blade.
Blade is always black.
There's only going to be ever one blade.
There's only one blade. There will only ever be one blade.
Mhm.
Are
Did he
you
ever
done?
underbite in that movie? Dude, I swear it looked like he was humming off a bag of coke the whole movie. Am I the only one that thought that?
I mean,
You're probably
it's
not
Wesley
wrong.
Snipes.
So I'm saying he was like, I'm Nope. It was just
Well, he's got the vampire teeth in, so he's probably not used to them.
yeah, it hasn't
One
been
of vampire
the first
teeth
time.
is hard to talk in. But anyways, are you done, Mac?
Huh?
Are you done?
Oh, I'm done. Attention all suckheads.
Okay. So yep, that's it for
What?
Black Film Talk. See you next week. Bye.
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 Goodbye.
Have a very
Goodbye.
good time.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.